Is it morally justified to time out people who write first? Yes. Yes, it is. What's up, chat? Good morning. Good morning. Alright, so, come straight to the chase. I feel like I'm back in middle school again. For the reason that I got a lisp that only a couple buck teeth would explain. So, good news and bad news. The good news is that I am completely fine off of my booster shot. Cool. Awesome. Arm hurts a little bit. Not that big of a deal. Feeling physically fine. Fantastic.
Good morning.
The downside is
good morning, PeteZahHutt.
The fever that I had during the illness left me with the worst cold sore I think I've ever gotten in my life. And I have two of them. I got a fat Pluto-sized one here on my bottom right lip. And I got this weird, like, battle scar looking one right at the tip of my tongue. So I can't talk. And even if I can, it hurts like shit. So that's cool. I love that. I basically just want to tear my whole mouth open right now if I possibly could to just relieve myself of that pain. But that'd probably hurt more, so I'm not going to do that. That song would suck. I've been getting them a lot lately, and I have no idea why, because I'm not sick. I don't get sick that often, or at least I haven't since lockdown. I hydrate well. I brush my teeth and tongue. I don't know. It's just like, y'all get the cold sores? I don't know if they're cold sores. I don't know what they are. Where they're like literally right on the tip of your tongue. I don't know. But this one's like terrible compared to the ones that I normally get. It's awful. And I don't even know. I didn't feel like my fever was that high, but it happens, I guess. I don't know. Canker sore, whatever they're called. I don't know, dude. But anyway.
I haven't been here for like 7 months. Bible thump. What have I missed?
Nothing much. Just building bases, playing Minecraft, you know, the usual. This is also going to be a short stream because I'm taking Kara to get her shot, her boost shot in a few hours. So I'm probably only going to be live for about, what time is it, 10:52? Probably about like 3 hours. It's a short stream, but I'll be up probably like early tomorrow or late tonight. Probably around like, I don't know, like 1, 2 a.m. tomorrow and stream for like a good 8, 9 hours or whatever. Today was just a little bit different just because I decided to take it off for the most part and just mess around and get some chores done, hang out with Kara and shit, so. Highly recommend Kenka. It has some great numbing effects for canker sores. I don't like numbing. I don't like any numbing agents. I'd prefer to, I don't know. I don't like things being numb. I hate it. Like, the only time I'll be okay with it is if I'm at the dentist, then obviously I need to get numbing agents. But at that point, after I'm done with the dentist, I'm like, please regain feeling in my face. I hate the feeling, dude. Did you just describe it as Zoomerversity?
8 months of VH, 8 months of new favorite streamer.
Am I legally allowed to call you a boomer for using that term?
Goodbye to your VH POV anytime soon. PZHL.
I think it's because the immune system was busy somewhere else. Maybe. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know, dude. That might actually have something to do with it, I guess. If I got it from a fever, yeah, that actually makes a bit of sense. Yeah. Thank you for the appreciate you. Code, thank you very much for the gift sub. Mike the Quick, thank you very much for the primal community. Fucking thank you. Dallas, thank you very much for the 6. Thank you very much for the half year, brother. Appreciate all you've done. Thank you for being here. Dang Pepper, thank you very much for the 32. God damn, thank you. Boy, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Just got my second dose now. I have homework to do. I would get that done as quickly as possible, yeah? Lauren, thank you very much for the 28 months. Thank you. And Moose and Lauren, thank you very much for the 9 months. Thank you. Big Boy, thank you very much for the 50 fucking 6. Thank you so damn much. So let's give it very much for the 32. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oren, thank you very much for the 13 months. That was yesterday, but just in case I didn't say that one. And Will, thank you very much for the 6 months. Is the NFT emote gone? Yeah, because people were spamming it in like other chats randomly, and it was an inside joke that honestly should have only been for like a day or two, and it was giving off like weird vibes. I don't know. An NFT emote was kind of for keks between us because it was like an instance during Mario Kart or whatever, but I don't really like people just spreading around like, hey, look at my streamer, he's got an NFT emote. Haha, look at this thing.
Can't believe it.
Like, I would just go into other people's chats, and if I ever got mentioned, they would just put the emote, and I'm like, okay, so that's what we're doing now. So I just got rid of it, because I'm like, it's probably went a day or two further. Not blaming anybody. I'm the one who had the emote anyway. It was funny for a couple days, but yeah, it could definitely get taken out of context and misconstrued. So, removed it. It's fine. I'm gonna get like a whole mess of like 30 new, 40 new emotes anyway after Vault Hunter Season 2 ends anyway, so. Oh, cool. It's not them, it's me. It should have only stayed for like a day or two. That was going to be the joke anyway. Chat steals it from me and then I steal it back. So that's the joke. I stole it back. I listed it for 10 grand and bought it for 10 grand.
Wow,
instant profit.
Time flies. Thanks for all the content. Here's to a lot more in Season 3.
Oh, of course I sold it. I'll just never say to who.
8 months down, 4 more to go. Always having fun in your streams.
See, if I put my house on the market for 1.5 million and I also buy it for 1.5 million by taking a loan out of the bank for 1.5 million and then paying the bank back with a purchase for 1.5 million.
But glad to be able to catch this one.
All anybody else sees is that the house sold for 1.5 million. It doesn't matter how it did. It just matters that it was listed for 1.5 million and bought for 1.5 million. Doesn't matter what they thought it was valued at. That's what it is now. Ain't my fucking problem. And I can just sit here while it's all happening. That's not legal. Don't do that. Bleeding bod. Alright, chat. Last stream. See ya. Probably getting banned. So, anybody down to watch a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Actually, let's just skip straight to Korra. I haven't watched Korra fully. Please don't spoil.
5 months coggers.
What other animes good? Should I get permission from somebody to stream it? Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just watch it now. See you guys in a month. One Punch! I haven't watched One Punch. And considering it's got like 1,000 episodes, I don't know if I ever will. Doesn't One Punch have like 1,200 episodes or something to it? Or is that a different show? Is that like... Is that Bleach? Don't they both? Oh, it's One Piece. Fuck me. How much does One Punch have? Maybe I can get into it then. One Punch has like 30? Oh, okay, that's... Yeah. Have you seen Demon Slayer? I don't watch anime. Nothing against it, I just don't. You know what show, I was actually watching with Kara a little bit on and off was, what was it? In the Korean dating show that came out on Netflix, like Inferno or whatever. I liked it, actually, and I don't usually watch shows like that, but it was actually, like, directed really well. It was nice. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but it was pretty good. One thing I'm excited to get back into watching, though, because I watched the first season but loved it. Kara's watched the second and third season. I haven't, but she wants to rewatch it with me. Is Agaretsuko. I love that show. At least I love the first season. And from what I've seen little bits of the third season, it still looks fantastic. Yeah, Singles Inferno. Yeah. Really, really good. I don't watch anime either, but I still run my little anime club. Captain Cohen, thank you very much for the 19 months. Thank you, thank you. And, Ma, thank you very much for the 5. Thank you, thank you. Cars do. Thank you, thank you. Luminous Galaxy, thank you very much for the 16 months. Thank you very much. I'm a very active for past student. Glad to be able to catch this one. I appreciate you. Thank you. And so Scott, thank you very much for the 8 months. Thank you so much. And Ray, thank you very much for the 6. It's the funny. Thank you very much for the 7. Thank you, thank you. And Jules, thank you very much for the 11. Appreciate that. And Willem, thank you very much for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That show's been on my, I should probably watch for some point for a list for a while now. I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. Is my mouse doing well? Are we good? Why was sensitivity seem too high? Anyway, so I did a little bit of off-camera work, but this isn't really the main thing. I cleaned up my QIO stuff a little bit here. So last stream we moved everything over to the BFC frequency. This has been reverted to mech, but it's not actually a mech, it's industrial, but it just looks a little bit more like modded. This is basically where like all my modded stuff except Botania goes. Botania is here. I swapped over the gear and artisan frequencies, just put them in different orders because I don't know. It felt nicer to like access this side instead of having like a one in the middle that I barely ever went into. And then underneath here, easy storage. I combined all of them, changed the coloring, changed the filters. This was actually not too big of a pain in the ass. I just went through and made sure that everything was filtered correctly. I'm in the middle of working on something here because I have a lot of space here now, and we have the ability to craft drawers, even though I don't have the research unlocked because we have automatic genius. Intentional. Speaking of that, by the way, the nightmare that we thought we had stepped into on the same day that we began our dream has thankfully been ended. Or actually, it never arrived thanks to, I don't know what the fuck Hellfire did, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to ever question that. Check this out. I don't have drawers unlocked. Crafting grid. Birch drawers. I don't know how, but Mechanism QIO doesn't bypass crafting restrictions anymore. Same thing, actually, for a lot of other instances that were not known but are now fixed. So that's a lot more refined. So it looks like, at least we would hope now, that QIO, the updates and mechanism, doesn't need to be forcibly revoked. So, fantastic. I don't know if Hellfire, like, contacted the mechanism developer or what the fucking deal was, but solutions, wonderful. So it looks like we're keeping it. With how absolutely stupid, broken, overpowered it is, it at least isn't actually broken now. So, fantastic. But the thing I was saying before was, can you hear that? This is my favorite fucking toy, just because of the sheer volume that it has. This thing. You ready for this? That just sounds terrible right now. It sometimes doesn't sound that good. I love that toy. Hello, hi. May I have it? Oh. Is Bell still doing his rub toy? Yeah, he's actually been doing it a bit today. Oh. May I have it?
It is once again time for my monthly chat message. This month coming from my car. See you all next month.
Before anybody asks, it's very light. It looks like I'm ripping it from his mouth, but it's extremely gentle and he's letting me have it. That's called play. He's wagging his tail. He's fine. You know, I always watch like clips of streamers you know, those clips or whatever, where it's like as soon as the streamer, or I think I saw one where the streamer like faked going offline, but like left the stream on, and the dog just routinely came in immediately after. The dog somehow knew that the owner just ended the stream. Bell is perfect at doing the opposite of that and coming down requesting play the moment that I start streaming. So I don't have to fake starting a stream to show it to people, because all I have to do is start streaming. Anybody who's been here more than twice knows that this is a regular occurrence. This time he found a louder toy. So today you get dog. So border collies live to be like 13, 15 years old. He's 4.5. And I genuinely wonder, like, how late into a border collie's lifespan they lose this level of energy and excitement to play. If, like, literally even ever. Because I feel like with Bellamy, and it's probably like this for a lot of dogs, right? But I feel specifically with Bellamy that he's just going to get to a point where he's going to maintain this level of wanting to play and excitement until his body just physically cannot do it. I don't think that he's ever going to just become like calm and bored and uninterested. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go until he literally can't. And that's fantastic. I don't want to think about it. But the nice reality is when I think about how long ago 4.5 years was, that seems like literally fucking forever. Because I think about when Bellamy was a year old and we moved into this house, that feels like an eternity ago. So that's being able to look back at 3-4 years ago and think of how much you've grown as a human. It's a comforting feeling, even in a pandemic. Sure would have grown a lot more if not for it. Yeah, I'm gonna blame it. Whatever, dude. Fuck you. Oh, nice. You signed up for a gym session? Oh, cool. You were just about to start going on your own? COVID! Has Bellamy ever slept with you? Yes. Bellamy's allowed up on the bed. In fact, he prefers it. In fact, if there's ever an opportunity where Bellamy, where Kara and I, if Kara or I are not in the bed when one of us is, so one of us is just laying in the bed alone, Bellamy will take the place of the other person like a fucking human. He will lay his body down at the base of the bed and lay his head directly on the pillowcase like a human. You'd think that he'd just curl up maybe at the feet of the bed like a dog would. No, he lays flat out like a person would. And he's 50 pounds and long. He looks like a human. So yes. Yes, yes. I'm sure she had a great life, Angel. Thanks for sharing that. The nice thing is at least the dog, you know, makes the chest and head area super nice and warm so I can sweat in the middle of the night when I get into bed. But every once in a while, he'll lay at the feet of it so I get a nice foot warmer because my feet are always cold because I have poor blood circulation. I mean, you can't go around assuming species nowadays. True. That's pretty true, yeah. Yeah, Rothgar, thank you very much for the 5. Thank you. Koya, thank you very much for the 19. Thank you. Hardhead, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Very generous of you. All those are resubs. She's bold to 64. There's one coming from my car. See you all next month. Hey, man. Yeah, you got a dash on that one? Yeah, Rushmont, thank you very much for the 8. Thank you.
Imagine buy this piece of gear.
No way, dude. Yo, Talon, thank you very much for the 3 and the additional. Exclamation mark ba won't work. Can you fix it? I identify as a sheep. Could you explain what exclamation mark ba does? Are you trying to catcall your people? Are you trying to like bring a horde of sheep together? I don't want to know. You know what? I'm not gonna make assumptions. But I'm not sure I want to know. I don't want to know what kind of sheep you're into. This whole behavior's got me feeling a little sheepish, chat. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It might be a turn on for them. It brings a bunch of sheeps here. Right. I forgot. The very common Twitch command. God, I watch so many streamers. I don't know how I don't have my own. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. I tell you what, come back tomorrow, and I'll make a command specifically for you. All right. I wonder if that's actually just an insult to chat. What if doing exclamation mark ba and a bunch of people responding is just a way to indirectly call chat sheep? I mean, they're not wrong. Like, Twitch chat literally is like one giant sheep following in an echo chamber. So it makes sense. Maybe I'm looking at this too deep though. Wait a minute. Wait. There. Put your hammers down, chat. I want to see how far this goes. Relationship. Town with the hearty apple. Thank you. Love Vinny there very much of the day too. Thank you. And Pollux there very much of the cows fragment. Thank you. Chad, I'm in a very curious mood today. I just want to test the waters, you know. Let's see. Oh, Tara, don't discredit what they're good at, though. Hard at them very much for the tier 1. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's on your mind, streamer? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, I did in fact remove the bot command just to spite you specifically. I'm glad you came around to see the sabotage that I played in hand for you, chatter. I removed your bot command and I'd fucking do it again. Be grateful that's all I did with my command of power. Why? Simply to make you mad. Are you mad that you do not have your sheep brethren here to back you up? I'd do it to them too if I could. It's a wonderful day, dude. Man, I thought I'd have to get back to speedrun to get a chat like this, but hey, it's coming to me right now. I missed this. Emmy good? Firm handshakes? 6'4"? Slay Black Locker? Hey, everybody's got a kink. Some people are just more open with it. All right. I think we've had our fun. In-game, 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 in-game. Hey, one of them stopped, the other didn't, though. Alright, gameplay time. Gameplay time. Yeah, so apart from, what's it called? The QIO stuff, I may or may not have done something else that wasn't in-game or on the server. It was more on single player, though. I tried out the RF Tools Quarry. The builder, the thing that this thing that we set up, well, didn't set up, but that we tried out yesterday. How do I say this? How do I say this kindly? This thing makes my digital miner look like a sack of shit. This tiny little box. I very quickly went down the rabbit hole of the developer of this basically coded it to be a fuck you, this one item will do everything I want it to except, quote, make me coffee. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I asked that we don't do any backseating today. Please, I beg you, but I swear to God, if you have not seen this before, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. And a lot of blocks that we have not been able to automate, I think we're gonna find a solution for today. So anyway, the reason why we didn't get this set up before when we tried it out, thank you, Talon, for the Vault Idol and Vault Nugget, I will be buying this, is because when we looked up the RF Tools Builder, you actually need, sorry about your right ear, you actually need a shape card to be able to function with it. So even though the RF Tools Builder only requires an Echo Pog, a perfect black opal, and the machine frame doesn't require anything else, it's relatively cheap. The actual Quarry card requires an Omega Pog, and then some double compressed blocks of redstone with a Paxel and an Omega Pog, and that's built into the shape card, which actually doesn't cost a lot itself. And then you use the shape card to make the other types of cards that do specific things. So yeah, you basically need an Omega Pog, which is fantastic for us because I'm level 304 and put out in 12 hours of work a day, and barely have enough Gorgonites to get by. But thankfully, though, Iskal decided to haggle me by the throat yesterday for all the Echo that I was possibly ever worth, and decided to donate to the restaurant a very generous 64 Gorgonite and 12 Tubium in exchange for 356 Echo. Yeah, we definitely get that much in a mine run. It's fine. We're good. So we've got enough for an Echo Pog, or an Omega Pog now, which is fantastic. Feeling very good about that. So putting those in there. We are currently at... We got 108 Tubium, 122 Gorgonite, 153 Ashium, and you can see the rest. We are dummy stacked on Fundswide and Sparkletine. Dummy stacked on that one. Love that. So we'll be putting those to work today. What else has gone on? Machines have been working. Happy about that. And yeah, if you guys have not been keeping up with everything, just to give you a little bit of a recap, because I know I've been doing these mostly on the opposite end of the time zone, like 12 hours later, essentially. Thank you. These are all the blocks that we have yet to set up automation for. There are 111 blocks that are meant to be here, aka all the blocks that can possibly be inside of a vault altar requirements. And these are the ones that we have left to do. The rest of them have been dispersed throughout the base in either an automated, fully automated, or semi-automated form. But as long as they're not these, we at least have some way to be able to reliably acquire it. Looking at the blocks so far, I do have a problem with Obsidian. I'm probably going to want to set up a couple more of these systems to make more because at the moments, I haven't had this chunk loaded. We do have 17k at the moment, which is pretty nice. I'd like to get a little bit more, honestly. Purple blocks have been also a bit of a struggle. We only have 7,700. This is just a slow process, though, because we're basically working off of one FileJag installator for the course fruit. And you need, was it 2 instances of these? Or I think even 4, actually. Yeah, 4 to be able to make 4 purple blocks. So it's a little slow. I think it's actually 4 for 1, even. So yeah, it's a pretty slow process. Things up here as well. Not getting enough seeds. Fuck, my tongue hurts. I don't even be able to do much talking today. If I'm going to have to lisp a little bit. My tongue, like, stings, dude. God damn it. Sorry. Ah, man. It's annoying. Not more annoying than getting COVID, though. I wouldn't know. And that's a good thing. But yeah, I'll probably want to set up more of these for seeds. I could get seeds on my own by just going to a farm or right-clicking it. It's not really much different than just doing this for a lot of the animal stuff or whatever. Mob drops or whatever. I did move these down here, by the way, just because I think this is cleaner to be able to see it on the ground than having to look up here because it's not really like in the same area. I don't know. It fits. It's cool. I like them. So maybe double up on the phytogenetics for the seeds because at the moment we only have 9,300 seeds, which actually isn't even enough to get one seed requirement for altars done. So we're gonna need a better solution for this. This is actually a bottleneck, kind of. Potatoes as well. We have potatoes going, and we actually had a lot backlogged as well, so we have 105k at the moment. Poisonous potatoes, not worried about. Regular potatoes, though, probably want to get that accelerated a little bit, and then I want to get, obviously, like I said, with carrots, these done all the way down to the line, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more. So that's another 36 player gems being used for that. We'll get that eventually, though. Yeah, Rusher Mom. I mean, hey, that's the thing. I think all of us are going to wind up getting COVID at some point, but none of us want to know what it would be like if we weren't vaccinated, right? So, glad you're vaxxed. Sorry to hear about that, but, yeah. Yo, Evie, thank you very much for the 31. Hope you've been well. Thanks for coming back around. Thank you very much for the 31. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the interesting fact. Thanks so much. Just bite the sore. Dude, that's what I did with my smaller ones. Like, you know, dude, right at the tip of your tongue, you just want to, like, bite it off. That doesn't help. This one, though? Nah, this one's bigger than me. How do you get all the bone meal? I don't have bone meal. Bone meal is not required for the phytogenic. It helps with fertilization increase. Same with phytogrow, but I don't have bone meal applied to it. I can only imagine how insane these would be with bone meal being added. It would probably double or even triple the output rate. I don't actually know how insane it is. I'd imagine quite a bit. But yeah, we don't have that going on. So, getting the booster jab day. Nice. Take a couple days off for yourself just in case you have a negative side effect. Definitely. I don't know why mine kicked my ass so much, but yeah, it's been... This has definitely been the roughest one. Even though it only lasted for 2 days. This is just a little memory of it. So. Boosters are 18 plus currently, right? I actually don't know.
Hey man, I love you.
I think so?
$20 worth.
Wanna hear a fun and painful story?
Oh, of course. Of course. Everyone wants to a 3. Low call, everyone wants to a 20. Thank you. Appreciate that. 16 plus for booster, 15 plus. I'm unvaccinated. I'm a kid. I mean, you could have left it at the unvaccinated part. Get vaxxed! Age has nothing to do with it. If you're able to get a shot, get a shot. For me, it's 12 plus. 11 plus for booster. Oh, it's just like completely dependent on where you are. Okay. Depends on the location. Oh, okay. 12 to 15 was recently approved for boosters. I see. I am 1 gold shy on this one. But yeah, so we've had most block, well, not most, but we've had a lot of blocks be automated. And today, we're going to take the quarry into the nether and see what kind of goodies we can figure out. Please don't put your age in chat if you're a minor. Feel free to put your age in chat if you're not a minor. I don't give a shit what you do, but for safety reasons, if you're under the age of... Well, I guess it'll depend on 16 or 18, but I don't know. If you're under 18, just don't put your age in chat. Later, Wendar. That's what you get for taking away my time increase in the vault, you... bitch. Alright, then we're almost to the 5. Does the quarry have a bigger radius? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. Why don't we go ahead and why don't we go ahead and take a look then? Why don't we? But first, the exciting thing that we've all been waiting for. Echo Hunter man is gonna drain all of his player gem supply again. Can't wait. I need more perfect black opal. How many perfect black opal do I need for this? What would that be? 72. Cool. Fun. Yeah, that was a little bit more than I needed, but it should be alright. Alright, cluster. Sub-Zero. How about we not do that? In fact, actually, I'm just gonna like completely revert that real fast and just click it once. Yeah? Any clusters on hand? Pfft. You think I keep do you think are you new here? You think I just have player clusters chilling around? Brother, do you know that I nearly had to phone my health insurance when I saw the cost of the identification tome? Fucking chunk of player. Who the hell? Yeah, bet. You need 9 of these? God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I understand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. Why does it go there? Go put it into the QIO. Why do you not act the way I want you to? QIO, why do you not behave the way I want you to? Why do you behave the way the developer want you to and not me? QIO, It does feel really weird just in general to have like such a struggle on Gorgonite and WM and then have like 7,000 funds wide. Hey, what are you gonna do? Aegis Cluster looks so good. Yeah, it's the only like, well, I guess Puffium's animated as well too. No, they're all animated. Puffium and Bombing Knight are just the more obvious ones. Bombing Knight looks like a popsicle that I used to eat when I was younger. I don't think I've had a popsicle in like... Oh, it was 81, not 74. I understand. Yeah, just throw a bit in there. It's fine, we'll figure it out. Your popsicle changed colors? Something, my tongue. All right. Bang. Bang. Oh my God, he's banging.
Hey man.
Oh,
I
he's
love
doing
you.
the thing.
This many dollars worth.
So until high school I was homeschooled. For medieval times we got to either make a wooden sword, a sheet metal shield, or a quilt. We all went for making a shield. It was the type that has a point at the bottom and 3 at the top.
Hey man, I love you. This many dollars worth.
So I was cleaning my room one day and I saw a toy behind my shield. So I bent down to grab it and I felt something touch near my forehead. I stood up and touched the spot with my hand and my hand was covered in blood.
Good one.
Hey man, I love you. This many dollars worth.
Apparently I leaned my head into the corner of the shield and it went through like that of a needle. I walked out of my room and asked my mom and dad if this was bad. My mom screamed bloody murder and my dad told me to go grab a cold washcloth.
Hey, to be fair, it's probably a pretty damn good shield. I just saw a video like half an hour ago of like sharpened knife tearing through an entire like what looked to be like a phone book. I don't think I could ever feel safe enough around like sharp cutlery. Even though I know that the rule is like the duller the blade, the worse it would be. But like there has to be a point where it's like there's like a point of diminishing safety where like it's so sharp that it's just gonna like it'll cut you telepathically. I don't know. I barely cook as is. I've been cooking a bit the last like couple weeks, but like dude. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know. I don't like it. I'd cut my primer with a butter knife. Tell you what. Thanks for the storytelling. You taped it? You ever watch it back? Oh my God, do the thing! Oh!
What's up, PeteZahHutt? How's your Tuesday going?
I'm in a nut. And the Omega Poly's pretty cool. Thank you, Little Red, for the 19 months. Can you tell us the party trick with your kneecaps? Oh, the one where if I squat down at all, you can hear it crackling like popcorn. Low cartilage gang. Yeah, that's my fun party trick. Thanks for sharing. Out of a surgical perspective, clean cuts are better. How about no cuts? I think those are actually the best. Take that, science. Hey, you know what's better than no cuts? Not having a fucking canker sores in your mouth. Can't relate. All right. 12 years of fencing will do to you. I didn't even do anything for mine. I don't know what happened to my knees. Pop out the womb. Doctor looks at my knees. It's like, oh no. Oh man. All right. So look at this. Shape card. Hold on. Let's make some stuff. Hey, you're going in there. Good luck finding you. Shape card. Paper. Get made. Shape card. Bang. Oh. Right, my bad. I apologize. I'll take it over here to the place that'll allow me to craft it. All right, back here I am. Okay, so here's the thing. So the quarry works off of a card, which is basically like we'll call it like the CPU of the machine, right? Without a CPU, it can't work. The shape card is that's the bane of it, right? That's the base of it. Every other modification you want to make to it, aside from placing liquids, apparently, requires the use of the shape card as the core crafting component, which basically means that we can only make one and we're stuck with it. Because the next time I'm going to be able to make an Omega Pog is probably going to be in Season 3. So, have to make a little wise, and I think I've got one already in mind, but let's go ahead and make some compressed redstone, yeah? Why don't we do that? We can make more. That's fine. I don't know how much redstone I actually have, but that seems like a good amount. Do that, please. Thank you. Oh my god. That's a little bit more. What do the different cards do? I will explain. There wasn't really any documentation of it online, but after kind of thinking about it, I realized that it doesn't actually take a genius to know what they do. Okay. So here's an interesting thing about the quarry. There's different types, right? Well, hold on. Let me make this first. So give me a Paxel. That would be from nope. That would be from here. Give me just a default Paxel. Thank you. Give me oh yeah, I converted all my vault diamonds into blocks. I was like, where are my vault diamonds? Thank you. I will take the Omega Pog, and I will take the shape card. Barely had you for a while. No, I don't think so. Goodbye, you son of a bitch. 700 player gems from one goddamn mine run. Eat your heart out, Escal. That's not the one I wanted to craft. That's the wrong shape card. I'm fucking kidding. Anyway. Come on, it hurts me more than it hurts you. What'd you guys eat for Thanksgiving? I personally ate some jabasted myself. I understand some of y'all might be vegan, but that didn't make any sense. It was supposed to be how'd you cook your turkey, and just say I jabasted it before I cooked it. Fuck, whatever, dude. What? Leave me alone. I have a canker sore. Can I say that on Twitch? So shape card can be used to make different kinds of cards, essentially. How do you do that with the oh yeah, okay. So there's 3 different kinds. There's the clearing quarry, there's the fortune quarry, and the silk quarry. They all do kind of what you expect. The clearing quarry will simply well, actually, let me clarify. So the interesting thing about the RF Tools quarry is that by default, it doesn't actually just physically remove the block. It'll replace it with dirt. So you can go on Reddit, to like Feed the Beast Reddit, post like 5 years ago, and if you look at the Nether after it had been quarried out, literally everything is just a dirt block. Even Nether portals that were made are portals surrounded in dirt, because it doesn't actually physically break the block and put it back. It'll actually just replace the block without causing a block update, as to like help the load on the server and computer or CPU or whatever, right? So it just dirtifies the entire landscape. That's sick, sure, if you want it that way. If you don't want dirt, you can use the so you can see that's what the little thing in the top right is right there. That's dirt. If you don't want that, though, you can change it into a clearing quarry, which instead of replacing everything with dirt, will just hollow out the entire area. That's what I would like to use. Why? Because I think it would look sick. You can also make it from the quarry into either a fortune quarry or a silk quarry. I don't know the level of fortune that this would actually apply. I'm assuming fortune 3. But it would basically fortune every block. So if it hits like coal, for example, it'll act like it's fortuning, I believe at least. Silk is what we would all imagine to be. Can it be reversed? No, once you make it, you make it. I don't think the mod owner intended it to be an Omega Pod cost. So, do with that as you please. Now, with these, there are also options. If you take, like, for example, the silk quarry, you can convert that into a clearing silk quarry, which will basically mean that it will clear all the blocks, not replace it with dirt, and act as a silk touch. Is it a one-time use? No, once you have the card, you just... that's the card that's installed. It can be used over and over again, but once you use, like, the base shape card and craft it into something, you can't uncraft that. So I think that the one that we're going to be going with is clearing silk. A lot of people yesterday were vouching for fortune being a thing to go with. I don't want that to be the case because I'd rather, if I want to, be able to fortune it myself. But ideally, the way I'm going to wind up doing it is importing all of the ore in and either enriching it in like a mechanism machine, or if I really need like a fuckload for something and I apparently don't have enough, I can like fortune 7 it on my own time, right? So I think silk touching will be the best. Now, if we need any blocks that require silk touching for whatever reason, then it won't give us the wrong tool, you know? So, hey, maybe it could also be nice for getting stone or grass or I don't know what else it could be. But, so I think... sorry, I need to make sure that I'm not talking so much that my tongue literally is about to fly off. The shitty thing with canker sores or like cold sores is that the skin that's like healing on top of it is so goddamn sensitive. I don't mean to be disgusting, but I'm pretty sure I just knocked off some of the skin by just talking. I'm gonna sleep like 20 hours a night so I can heal on my own. Anyway. Yeah, love it. Durable poggers. You know, the nice thing is that we can actually run it as dirt, and if we want, we can convert it later. There's also the void one, which actually doesn't require an Omega Pog. So if we ever wanted to just say, let's just void out the whole world, we could do that extremely cheaply. Because for some reason that ability isn't gated. I fear joining a public server. Anyway. Let's turn this bastard into a silk touch, yeah? Oh, also, by the way, as if we didn't love this enough already, which I actually already kind of forgot what the block is called. You can enrich the builder to make it faster and more fuel efficient. Or infuse it, rather, with... you remember. The machine infuser! Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get in there. Good old dimensional shards. How many do we got? Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna infuse anything, bud. Let's get that import from there, and why don't we go and just attach this real fast, yeah? How are we doing on power? So I might also need to set up a fusion reactor today. I wanted to do that either today or tomorrow. I don't really have a very long stream to do it today, but might be something that we need to do today. How's the power usage going on right now? About the same. Yeah, we're not really running too many more scenes in the final gen before, so. My fusion reactors are so cool. Oh, I know, they look fantastic. Are you good yet? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, you done? Yeah, get over yourself. Alright, infuser bud. See you again another year. Anything good in the char shop? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just this. Chesty legs and some essence. This is a better reactor? Oh, well, yeah. The in a proper mechanism let's play and progression sense, you're not actually supposed to use the reactor as proper power sourcing like we have been. The fission reactor. You're meant to make a fusion reactor, and that's meant to be your best power source. I'm a dumbass. So, anyway. What we'll probably wind up doing is moving this like 2 blocks back so it sits a little bit more here, and then moving the fusion reactor here. What be used for RF? Nuclear. So the fission reactor. It's not the most efficient, but to be honest, it's gotten us through a lot. Just obviously, now we kind of need a lot more. I honestly didn't think I would get through this by the end of the series, but seems like we're going to. And that's pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie. It's actually insanely exciting that I have use for all that power. Very, very cool.
I can't think or type today, lol. How's the automation coming along?
Oh yeah, G8, like I said, I went to a single player world. I'm fully expecting it to drain my power in pretty decent time. I don't know the exact power draw, but I know it's a bit. Anyways, what do we need for silk? Silk quarry, 3 diamonds, 4 dimensional shards, and 1 nether star. All right. You can infuse a machine infuser? Yeah, I know. I know, dude. Trust me. I know this damn thing just won't ever stop talking about itself. All right, so quarry and the nether star. Can move mob spawners and ball hunters. I have no idea. Just as the series got longer. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah. All right, am I making a mistake doing this? Silk quarry. Seems pretty good to me. I really don't think I want dirt. I really don't think I want dirt. Wait. Oh, you can reverse them. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I can change my mind later if I want. Very poggers. Clearing silk quarry. Fantastic. All right. Now, do I have a... I don't have a quantum entangloper. I would like to make one. Do I have the materials for you? No, but I have materials for you. That's all I would like to make of you right now. I do not intend anymore. Yes, Royal. I heard before you did. We get the patch notes. But yes, very, very poggers. Very, very cool. All right. Exporter. Importer. Frequency BFC. So that's off for right now. And let's take you. Let's grab a barrel. Looking extra human today. It's the sword, right? Yeah, thank you. What a non-compliment. Looking very human today, sir. Ah, yes, thank you. All right. Y'all ready to see some shit? That being said, actually, I don't think you're going to be able to probably see anything because I want to do it from the beginning or from the top of the world or like from the top of the bedrock. So, we got Chunky. Okay. This is what I'd like to use for it. So I'm going to go like really far away. Like really, really far away. Yeah, give me a while. We're gonna go a bit out. I already have a teleporter at like 50,000 blocks out in the nether. The difference is that I don't have it above bedrock. So we're gonna do that. Can we turn around? I forgot my snacks. Oh, no, don't worry. I got my portable dashboard. You don't have to worry about snacks. I got them all carried with us. Why so far? Precaution. When I say that it makes my digital miner look like Pee-wee football, Little League baseball, T-ball. There was no shittier feeling playing T-ball and just letting one rip as hard as you can, just fucking hit the rubber. Because like you hit the rubber and the ball's... If you stop, I gotta pee really bad. Just pee here. Like 600 blocks in the air. You ain't gotta worry about what's below. They can deal with it themselves. Does it say on airplanes? I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought for the longest time with the bathroom and the airplane just shot that shit straight out of the sky. If it lands on someone's head, that's their bad day. What happened to your crosshair? Which crosshair? Thank you, Retromon, for clarifying that you laughed out loud after putting LMFAO. Why do people write LMFAO if they are not literally and not figuratively laughing their fucking ass off? Why do they still have an ass if they are writing that? Why are they not in the hospital? I hate kids. I'll never know what that one chatter said a year ago coming into my chat asking me why I hate children. They never came back. I never got my closure. But maybe that's the shitty thing about life. Maybe you don't always get closure. What's the hell you're doing? Oh, it's HTTP enforced. Of course it's doing fine. I don't know, Captain Clark. They know something I don't. I wish I knew. What's up, Pascal? How are you? Can you rate Domino's? Did y'all like Domino's more or less? Or, let me rephrase. Which Domino's do you prefer? Pre-recipe change or post-recipe change? Pre-recipe change, pizza used to be flat. Like, barely any taste. Post-recipe change, that shit got flavor. I hate children, yet I'm 14. You know, it was a subreddit made for you. Quite literally for you. Oh, yeah? Sick biome, dude. Slight epilepsy warning. I'm gonna steer by that as well, too. I love traveling. It's not far enough. Yeah, it probably is. I'm gonna go 25K and go from there. Well, this isn't really an ideal biome. This one is. About to faceplant and get myself killed. In game, of course. Goodbye, idle. Alright, relax. Oh my god. Everybody relax, everybody relax, everybody calm the fuck down. Alright. Wow, that was nearly a perfect landing. God damn. Whoa. So we're going that way. We want to be going south. So that's negative, negative. Ideally, that's the way we went with traveling. Alright, you ready for this shit? Oh boy. Hi, friend. Okay. Right. This is gonna be fun. Time to get some blocks that we had trouble getting before, and now we'll hopefully not ever need to again. There's a few of the ways we're going to need to set this up. So space card, copy. We don't have one currently. Builder, we want this set at... So what will this be? Southwest corner? Southwest corner, please. Thank you. All right, so check us out. Clearing Silk Quarry. This is... There's a lot of options here. So moving blocks makes sound. Support/preview mode is disabled or enabled. If the operation is not possible, wait on the current position. Just toggle. Toggle for entities not moved. Toggle for either doing a single run and stopping, or having it toggle based on redstone activity. And then highlighting. There's also filter cards you can customize in and add if you wanted to filter specific blocks on and off. Otherwise, there's a default. There's a redstone toggle as well to this, so you would need... People kind of give us one a little bit of flack in the fact that it's a very wonderful block that you need to carry a vanilla Minecraft lever around for. Because like 5 years ago when this was a thing, the only way you could activate it was just like bringing a vanilla Minecraft lever, just placing it down next to it and flicking it on. Classic, you know? Good one. They can't be too out of touch from good old vanilla. But this is the coup de grace here. So here is our config option for the card that we installed. So you have a lot of different options here for how you want to quarry an area. So you can do box, top dome, bottom dome, sphere, cylinder, cap cylinder, prism, torus, cone, or even hearts. Or composition. I don't know what this means. Scan. Whatever. So... Ideally, we want box, because we just want, you know, the... And you can choose either hollow or solid. So solid would give all the blocks, whereas hollow, I believe, would only give like the outer ring block box or whatever, right? So right here, this is the dimensions of the quarry, and this is the amount of blocks that the quarry would mine out. So currently, it's a 5 by 5 by 5. So if we wanted to see that, we could turn on support preview mode, disabled or enabled. And what it would do is it would show you the bounding blocks around there, like around the machine, and then in the southwest area, it would show the actual, like this is what's going to get mined out, essentially. We're looking directly at it right now. Because it's only 5 high, we're at the base of it. We're at the bottom, essentially. There's no offset to that, right? So it'd basically be like if we wanted to add, like, I don't know, 120 blocks up or whatever. This will pretty much do that. Can it mine bedrock too? No. Bedrock's the one thing that it can't mine. Because it's basically like, it acts like a vanilla breaking thing. So if, and it kind of goes off of toughness. So depending on how tough an object is that's trying to break, say like if it came across obsidian in the overworld, it would require more, it would require more power to be able to do it. So softer blocks, less power. I'd imagine things like netherrack are probably very easy. Things like ancient debris are a little bit harder. Not super hard, but a little bit harder. So anyway, these aren't actual real blocks, but for some reason they render in like they are. Mine the mine room. This does not work in the mine room. Let's go ahead and toggle this off. This for some reason stays though. Not exactly sure why. Can I vein mine this? No, because they're not real. Vein mining's trying to work, but it's not exactly sure what I'm trying to do. There we go. So do you guys want to know the limit on this? The digital miner, for reference, has a radius of 32 blocks. For server's sake, even though I think it's only client, so for client's sake, I'm not going to toggle visibility, even though I actually feel like I need to. Yeah. Let me just make sure that I have this configured properly right now so I can at least just take a look at it. So let me do 30 by 30 for a moment. Because I think I need to do the offset at -128. Because we're not on bottom floor right now. At least I believe that's how that works. And I think I need to do an offset -1 and offset -1. So let me see how you look. Hey, bud. Hey there, pal. Whoa. Yeah. So I think... So that is working down underneath. Because right now, it's client side actually... It didn't actually remove the blocks, but client side, you can see from the... from there that it did actually clear out this area. But then you can see the lava underneath it didn't actually get cleared. So that should be 128 below and 128 above. Because if it was just 128 above, the blocks that it would break would be essentially 0. Where are the blocks going? So the way this works is that you need an inventory attached to it. And you need a power source. So what we're going to do, simply put, is we're going to put a netherite barrel on top. And we're going to put a QIO importer attached to it. Which I guess we can just do up like this to make it look neat. And we're going to set this to import on. for that. So that would essentially just enter in all the blocks. And that also needs power. So we have the quantum entangloper. Energy. Auto eject on. Perfect. So that's loading it up. It has a 1 million power buffer. So if I was to start this right now, what's the radius? 50 at the moment. Let's see if you work. Oh yeah, I need a redstone. Let's do a classic little lever, yeah? Classic little lever. So do a single run stop. Select that on. And you can see it's working out right now. So chunk 1 of 9. Y level is going through. And you can hear the blocks being broken. It works pretty fast. Really fast. Minimap. Some mighty fine looking Hey, you struggling? Oh, you are struggling with this thing, aren't you? How fast do you want to operate? No, I've still got plenty. That was about when we started. It's just the transfer rate? Am I lacking transfer rate? Do I need multiple of these fuckers? I'll take a second one. It really wants to work just as quickly as it can, huh? That took away the visualization. Not enough power. Dead ass? Really? Interesting. Just 2 of you do it better than 1. There you go. Ah, it's working. No, it's still working. No, it's doing fine. I think, yeah, I just hit the obsidian and had a little bit of a breaking point because it was like, hey, it takes a little bit too much trouble for me. But things like netherrack, I imagine quartz, when it can actually find that in there, is relatively, yeah. So you can see there's like quartz going through, there's gravel, yeah, it's fine. It's good. Yeah, you can see it's loaded up or whatever. It's probably just when it hits obsidian that's going to be an issue. But what we can do is set a filter. Yeah, what's getting to lower Y levels right now. We can set a filter for it to avoid obsidian and or only target specific blocks. That's pretty tasty. Do I want obby though? Obsidian, I think, would be better off just generating. I mean, we could just leave it as this. It's doing fine right now. Like, it's not actually that big of a problem. Why is it found obsidian? Like, ruined portals or where? Yeah, ruined portals, typically. Ruined portals would usually be it. So, the way that, Oh, you're done. Alright, cool. I think you did a pretty good job. Alright, cool. Ready to take this bad boy to its limits? It's a mighty fine looking, it's a real nice It's a very good looking machine. It's pretty good looking machine. Can we go down and see? How do I get below bedrock? How do I get down below here? Corkscrew can teleport you under bedrock. Oh, it can't. Whoa. What an interesting way of looking at, I think it looks great. I think it's wonderful. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a cheeky little teleporter, and I'm gonna take a little anchor upgrade. So the way that chunk loading works with the, with this guy, where did I put this in the chunk, by the way? Perfect. The way that this thing works with chunk loading is not actually that intensive. It'll only load the chunk that's working on, but it won't actually load the chunk, the device, or the chunk that the device is in itself. So all we really need to do is just make sure that we have room in the chunk to be able to fit everything, like the power, the storage, the QIO, and the teleporter, and just anchor upgrade this, which I already have planned. So that'll keep the device loaded, and then the device will load one chunk at a time. So it really should only ever be 2 chunks at once. Can you pick up the lava too? There's a setting for that, but it's not off of this card. There is a, like, fluid card. I'll show you. It's the placing liquids pump and clearing pump. So that requires actually not a lot. We could do that on our own if we wanted to. But we can't combine them. They're done separately on separate instances or whatever. So yeah. Nice job, Dandelion Bot. Nice job, Dandelion Bot. That's a couple of blocks. This reminds me of the iPhone calculator app before they added the ability to put it in landscape mode and have a scientific calculator with more digits. E-12 or whatever. 6.7 mil? No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This isn't even close to the radius. It's just not properly rendering in because server. I didn't actually mean to have this enabled. It's much, much, much larger. So 512 blocks would be... What are we at right now? Which way we're going? Oh, right. Okay. So that'd be down to here? Okay, so it's about that much of the land. Oh, shut up with your not enough power. You're just going through obsidian. Oh, I found a ruined portal. I don't even know if it's a ruined portal, to be honest. Might be someone else. Let's go down and watch it. Oh, how'd it go from Y level 1 to 128 to Y level 3? Oh! Let me out! I'm gonna die! Oh, that's the obsidian that it might work around. I see. Okay. Let me actually get a waystone down here. Chunky under. Love that name. I actually want it to... Hold on. Want to steal the waystone? Yeah, it will. Can we disable the viewing, please? Thank you. It won't mind it. Yeah. Chat, ignorance is fun sometimes, you know? You don't always have to baby me around. Where's it working on right now? Is this starting out from the side? Dude, I don't even know where the other corner would be. Also, I think until I leave the server, this actually is going to wind up just being shown this entire time. It might actually be all the way over there. Let's see if we can go find it. If I can even get there in the nether. Sick parry, dude. Looking for a split in the world. Looking for a split in the world. No, that's a fortress. Okay. I think I'm gonna be able to see it. Hold on, you working? How many did we have before this? Quartz is doing all right, Sue. 40k to 100k? Okay, yeah, so, yeah. I don't think netherrack's gonna be a problem. I don't think netherrack's gonna be much of a problem. Yeah, quartz is going in too. Right. So, netherrack can be made into netherrack bricks. Can we smelt it in another brick? Oh yeah, I remember this thing. This is a really cool flower. Oh, you can metallurgically infuse it to create crimson nilium. That's pretty cool. A much better solution for the magma crucible, actually. Much more power efficient than using cobblestone, so that's pretty cool. Very cool. Very cool. So that's basically a way to get, Oh, I love it. But now I need to go see the real thing I'm curious about. What's the power draw? So that's about doubled our power draw. That's actually not as much as I thought it would be. To be honest, I thought for the speed that this thing was going to be chunking off of, I thought this was going to be like a significant drain. But we were already at 70k, fluctuating up to 112 before. Now we're at 115 base. 114, 115 base. Spiking up to 160k. It probably lowers a little bit whenever it hits Obsidian. Okay. So it's actually not terrible. We do have infrastructure for this. And once we get the fusion reactor online, this should be actually runnable. So that's fantastic. So I've gone through 36 out of 1,089 chunks. Oh, this is so fantastic. Oh, digital miner. You poor, poor little thing. So, where is the filter module? So let's take a little bit of a look at you. I'm not going to be able to craft you here. I just want to take the resources out that I need. Oh no, it's Arvtol's base. Never mind, I do have this. So let's see. Whitelist items, blacklist items. Ignore damage. Don't match on mod. Ignore MBT. That's pretty cool. Right. So if we want to take, like, Obsidian, for example. Did you see the right side of the map? This is a basalt delta. This is not the miner. If it was operating on that side, we would have a problem. Dude, that batch is gonna get fucked up. Oh dear. I just want to know which chunk it's operating in, because I don't see anything. I don't see any breakage. You're good, you're good. It does. It honestly looks, it's a pretty clean square, so I get it. I can see why you would think that. So yeah, if we wanted to throw the filter module in here to so this would need to be set to blacklist, right? Wait, so hold on. I need to see this here. Hold on. Oh. Oh, okay. -1 on Megapog. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. All right, Mario Kart, anybody? Was it server or client? How should I know? You saw everything I saw. Tried to mine the pig ones. Look at how fast this computer loads this mod pack, dude. NVMe SSD. I know. Oh. It's too good to me, dude. I love this computer. Yeah, it would have taken like 3 times as long on my old PC. Looks like it was just client. Because if it was a server, it would still say that I was on the server. So that's good that it says 0 out of 20. That means that I properly left. I'll wait for me to get in before I adjust the window frame. You have a spec posted somewhere? Right there. Alright, we good? Oh yeah, we're fine. So what you not like about that? Good question. I have no idea. Okay, well, that's a mystery to go again. So I do want to see here. Stop talking. No more talkie? Cool. Let's do this. 1,500. Oh! Which, wait.
Lurker has been subscribed for 8 months.
Is this about to be the best thing that I've ever seen in my entire life? The answer is yes, but I just want to talk to myself a little bit more. Whitelist items. You go in there. Activate. Is that working? Windowed? Yeah. Give me a second. So is that only mining nether quartz? 275,000? Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. So that's only mining nether quartz right now. So that is a, benefit to the digital miner. I can't give it that much shit. In the sense that this has to scan through every single block of every single chunk. It is doing every chunk all at once, though. But it does have to scan through it manually to actually wind up hitting the block. So all these, like, 3, 2, 1s... Right there is actually hitting quartz. I believe, at least. But, like, the 58, 57, 56, 55... That's it not being able to find quartz. And having to take a little while to scan around. But if I did want to use it for only quartz mining... I mean, that's already... What, like... 180? 200, basically? In the matter of 30 seconds. It's pretty good. It's not checking the blocks about bedrock anymore, right? I don't think it has been. I think I might have done it actually incorrectly and set the offset to just not look above bedrock at all, which I guess is completely fine because that saves a lot of time or whatever, but yeah, and then down here you can also select these blocks to void as well too. So stone, cobblestone, dirt, yeah. So you're gonna try ancient debris now? I mean, it's the same basic concept. It'll wind up like getting to them eventually, but it'll be slow. For ancient debris, I'd still probably... Oh, it's really cool that it shows the actual thing right there. Mode whitelist and shows the physical block as an icon. That's really cool. That's really cool. Very nice. So it's going at a pretty solid rate for quartz. All right, very sick. I think we're gonna go ahead and take that out. Oh, you could just take it out while it's working and just have it keep going. Let's take that out. And I'm just gonna let this thing run until it finishes. Seems fine enough for me. I thought that crashed my client. That wouldn't have been the fault of the quarry, though. I think I just was fearing for a second that I would have gone too far. Oh, yeah, I guess I can throw in the, yeah, you know what? Why don't I do that? Why don't I get another filter module? In fact, I could actually get a chest next to there. That's a really good idea. Hold on. Let me get a personal chest. And let me make another one of these filter modules and have it not mine obsidian. Well, actually... right now, I don't know if I would mind it mining obsidian. I kind of don't have too much obsidian right now, and I don't have infrastructure to make like a ton of it at the moment. I don't actually think I mind so much. What's the damage on the power? Power is just basically a double the draw. So it's, I don't know. I log off one day, I log on like 24 hours later, and I've lost maybe like 120 billion FE. So this might drain all my power in like a day and a half, I'd say. I mean, that's like pretty fast, but also I was kind of fearing that it would wind up taking all my power in the matter of a couple hours, so I can at least say I'm happy with how it's going. $320. Oh my god. So to talk a little bit more as well, I could only imagine this being very, very nice for the overworld as well as the nether. Ideally, what would be incredible is to have two of these, one in the overworld and one in the nether, both working in different areas, one working in the nether for things like netherrack, and quartz being able to make things like andesite, diorite, and granite. Overworld could take things like gold and iron and coal and bring those in as ores, then we smelt those up, and that could be a very, very good solution. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that because I don't have 2 Omega Pogs. I only have 1. And right now, when it comes to player gems, we are at halfway to another Omega Pog because we have a lack of Tubium now. And I guess a lack of Gorgonite. Oh, somehow... well, I could go to spawn and trade 8 of these for 1 of those. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. Amization debris as well too, right? I got 560 nation debris. I don't know how much we had prior, but... yeah, it'll get some nation debris in there as well too. Probably a pretty considerable amount. Another goal as well too. Yeah, another goal as well too. 2600. God damn, that's beautiful. So, another quartz. You put it into a, what is that? An enrichment chamber, you get 6 nether quartz for 1 ore. That's pretty good. Like, for an automated machine, that is really, really nice. Yeah, actually, for a washing factory, oh, plus liquid meat gets you raw ore meat, nether quartz ore. Oh, okay, we don't need that. Don't worry about that. So we set up an enrichment chamber for nether quartz ore to nether quartz. We can automate some things. So that actually seems pretty fast. Pretty cool. That's gonna be running for a while too. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and get some stuff done? Do you have all your items in BFC now? Yeah, so vanilla resources as well as most vault items, general resources. Basically just like resources in general. BFC frequency. All mods except for Botania go into here. Botania goes into here. Artisan, gear crafting specific things go into here. Gear, physical gear goes into here. Burger stuff, restaurant goes in here. Vault extras, things like artifacts or relics or crates, etc. go into here. So yeah. Will Max Fortune get more than that? We can test. Even if it does, it's like fine maybe, but the point is that it's semi-automatic. And having to fortune and like place down another course order and put that back in would be a little bit tedious. But let's see here. If it gives anything less than a stack, it's not worth. Oh, holy shit. Wow, enriching is significantly better. Okay, well, that's exciting. I kind of thought it would be closer to Lapis with Fortune 7, but... And I am spec'd into Fortune. So... That's pretty good. Can we test that again? I guess. Here, we'll do 3 different instances, okay? $52, better, but still lower than 60. 39. Without Vein Miner. Why? Vein Miner is Fortune 7 compared to Fortune 5. 37. So actually the 52 was a high roll. Seems like around average like 40. So 4 per ore, not 6 per ore. 427,000. Dude, I didn't even realize that this is also like a really good way to get Blackstone and Basalt. Holy shit. 3,000 nether quartz ore. In that amount of time, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Glowstone? I guess it'll grab a little bit of glowstone too. Yeah, because we need glowstone still, right? Yeah, we do. Glowstone dust is from, let's see, redstone dust or glowstone, or redstone from the alchemy catalyst. Yeah, crusher. What is this ore? Converted netherrack, okay. Interesting. Right. So you can probably set up something for that as well, too. I finished automating all the items and pedestals. Not yet, that's what we're in the middle of currently doing. Okay, well, I guess we have the thing going. We might as well get some infrastructure down for it. That's exciting. So we need nether brick and nether rack. I don't think nether rack is a problem, so why don't we set up both of them? Well, actually, I'm not really sure how I signify that we have nether rack good to go. We just kind of do. I have a really stupid idea. I have a really stupid idea. Hold on. Hold on. have not admitted netherrack. No way. Dude, that's so... Isn't that crazy? Man. What a cool system. Oh, man. How you doing, bud? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm just sitting here. We got. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so. Hi, Belle. Are you just staring at me now? Hello. Hi. I have a dog. He is my dog. We're gonna change something. We're gonna do you instead of netherrack. Because netherrack is significantly less of a power draw and also faster. That's a lot faster. So that actually creates a little bit more obsidian than we were previously generating. So that's pretty damn nice. Okay. Is there a reality where I maybe want to set up a couple of you? The answer is probably absolutely yes. I think I'd be okay with setting up 2 more of these to get triple the obsidian output, and then also setting up a couple more phytogenics to be able to get chorus or purple blocks a little bit more done, just because I want to be able to expand this further down the line, but these are currently a little bit too slow for my liking. Even though we're going to be getting more obsidian from here, obsidian is still one of those things that's required in like 1,000 quantities and is relatively hard to get. By the way, the white concrete powder and white concrete, smashing success. White concrete powder, 244,000. Good. White concrete, 137,000. The reason why this is half, a little bit more than half of the amount of white concrete, it should actually be equal. This was actually just stuck for a very long time because this phytogenic was completely filled. The enriching factory was completely filled. I think it was this one, right? Yeah. This was like completely filled. It was the fluid encapsulator that didn't have any augmentation to it. So it was actually backed up for probably like an entire day. So realistically, these should be at nearly equal, I feel. Maybe not equal. Maybe the white concrete powder is producing a little bit faster. But it shouldn't be because these have the same machines to them. This one just has an extra one. So it should be about equal. So that's exciting. Yeah, the obsidian and the purple are really the only things that are worrying me a little bit. So I'm going to go make 2 more phytogenics and what are these? Magma crucibles and blast chillers. Okay, let's go ahead and get those sorted out right here. Go fast. So I'm excited, man. I got some big plans for what we're doing with all this, and I think you guys are really going to like it. I'm very, very stoked for everything. I'm very, very excited. We're lacking diamonds in here? That's awkward. Specialization augments in this mod, or am I thinking of a different mod? Clarify, what do you mean by specialization? Why can Phytogen do so much? Hey, it's a portable sun, you know? And the sun kind of does everything we're used to. Oh, I'm out of black opal. I need more. Need another brick, my guy? How much longer are you going to be streaming for? Probably only like an hour and a half or so. Unfortunately, a short stream today. I will be coming to you guys for a longer one tomorrow. Today was like half of a day where I just spent off for the most part. We're going to be doing a much longer one tomorrow. Are you lacking now? Invar gears? Invar ingots? Imagine just being able to make more. Isn't that awesome? So cool. And more and more. That wasn't actually enough. That was better. Two Magma Crucibles and two... They're Blast Chillers, right? Yep. I might say yeah because I need to be tested for COVID, but I gotta wait till mom gets home since she did the at-home test. Hoping that you come back negative. We got packed ice in here? No, we do not. We got packed ice in here at 30,000. All right, now we need... wait. QIO. Not importers, we need exporters. All right, so I might need to move all of you over a little bit. Halt your production for a moment. Specifically with the phytogenics. So... I'm terribly, terribly sorry about you. You could work a little faster, my guy. Or don't. Yeah, I know it's doing its best. Just sometimes not enough. Alright, so it's phytogenic in the smelting factory into formulaic assembler. Got it. So you can just move us 4 blocks down? That'd be fine. Yeah, 4 blocks down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So you were... this way? Yep. Nope. How'd the dark glass go? About that. I know what I'm doing for the remainder of the stream. Where the feck did it go? Wait, what? Well, I have 3 exporters. So where's the damn one with the... Okay, I'll just do it this way. I don't know why I have ones with saplings. See, if I was smart, I wouldn't know I didn't need to grab a stack because there was no reason to do that. Smelting factory and formulaic assembler with... grab some logistical transporters. Well, okay, so why are you not working? Oh, because you literally didn't even have one on you. What am I doing right now? You were never meant to take one. Why did I have you importing anything when I have you on cyclical? I don't understand what I've done. I don't hecking know, dude. Bone meal for speed, maybe? No. Alright, netherrack. So which way are you augmented? Are you facing backwards? No, you're facing to the left, aren't you? Yeah, you're facing to the left. Maybe you are. Oh. I had it importing into goodbye. Then you were backwards. Lost Schiller. And then you were backwards. Good. Good. So I'm a Crucible with another rack. Goes into the Blast Chiller. Good. Same deal. So top we want to be importing. What side would that be? That'd be the back. Back we want to be exporting. Top we want to be importing. Back we want to be exporting. You. Right side we want to be importing. Back side we want to be exporting. Right side, back side. Good. Okay. We'll need to get you some augments. I've seemed to have fucked up a little bit.
8
Oops.
months Pagman. Hello Mr. Streamer Smile.
Well, don't do that. Okay, am I good? Sorry. Yeah, you go here. Thank you. Try again. Is this so annoying? No, it's actually quite nice. I'm just being a dumbass right now. It's entirely me. You don't need to be doing anything up here. You just need to be importing from your left side. Good. Auto output enabled. Better, thank you. Yo, David and Sarah, there are most of the 8 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And Salem, there very much of the 8 months as well, too. Thank you, appreciate that. Fro, there very much of the 100 bits. Thanks for accompanying me while I oil paints today. Wish me luck. Good luck at the oil painting. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, especially thank you very much for the 8 months as well. Thank you. Hi, Elias, thank you very much for the 8 months as well. And Eggle, thank you very much for the 6. Thank you. In case you very much the 7's going well. Thank you, thank you. Well, rather than very much the 19. Thank you, guys. I have completely brain farted on this, and that's entirely my bad. So how do I have you operating? Auto output enabled. Auto input enabled. Right. Auto input enabled. No. Back crucible. Auto input enabled. That's the right side, not the left side. Apparently I just don't know how to add directions today, so that's fantastic. BFC frequency, good. That's good. That's outputting from the back, right? Yep, good. And you should be importing from the right. Oh, it's already importing from the right. Just like this one is, right? Yep. Cool. Alright, let's get some monuments done. Where is... We need 4 resonance. And then where is the flux linkage amplifiers? Thank you. Very glad I made a lot of these. That's coming up pretty useful right now. We don't need you on. Auto output enabled. Auto input enabled. Fantastic. Golden. Are you functioning well now? You generating obsidian? Yeah, you are. Okay. So all 3 of these are giving obsidian now. So we're gonna put this over here, and then these 2 can be covered. Now you with the purple. Yeah. I kind of want, like, a lot more. a lot more of you. The problem is, how do I align you with the way that I want you? Because phytogenetics are a little bit fickle. Pyroconvective? I've never used pyroconvective before. I'm thinking what I could do is just have, like... It'd be a little weird, but I could have 3 of these going and have them outputting items and just input the... Well, no, because I don't want the coarse fruit to get imported into here. Because we need coarse fruit separately for its own thing. Why don't I figure this out in a second? Hold on. Put this down here for just a moment. I want to check back into the quarry. How are you doing? 824,000. How much quartz do we have? 5,800. Beautiful. That's what? 36,000 quartz, roughly. Pretty nice. How are we doing on obsidians? 19k. Perfect. Ancient debris. Few. Yeah, not too much, but a few. Good exited. Hopefully same with you. It's ended you had 40k netherite 2 hours ago. That was 2 hours ago. Oh my god, time's been going by way too fast. Hello, I'm alive for 2 hours. That was like an hour ago. Not even that. Oh, why are you not outputting? Hmm? Lunch ideas. Stir fry. Stir fry sounds pretty good. Maybe throw a little bit of tofu in there. I'd eat that right now. That was so 200 Corky. Appreciate that. And Beans, thank you very much to the Prime. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Why in the hell are you not outputting correctly? Output front. Item ejects on. You're set to pull. Oh, auto mode's not on. Is that why? Auto mode needs to be on for it to output the items that are sitting there? The fuck? Huh. Weird. Cheese and beef dip with rice and salsa. Contrary, that also sounds pretty good. I didn't know auto mode had to be on for it to just pull the item out of the inventory. That's very strange. Because you figure like auto eject would force it out regardless. Yeah, you're doing fine. Is Autosor on the middle machine on chorus? I mean, this doesn't matter. It's not gonna... Oh, actually, I guess it does once running at the slow speed. I intentionally don't have a running fast because I don't need it to. Yeah. Wait. Oh, you know what, actually? Hold on. I have a scuffed kind of way of doing this that would actually keep aligned with everything that I want. I think it'll work at least. I'm very much expecting it to not work in my face. And that's going to make me sad, but I think it will. Let me see if I can get a little automation for this real fast. Real quick. Okay, cleared inventory. Why am I down here? I literally have everything in my inventory that I need. I don't have to go downstairs, dude. I have my inventory right here. Brother man. It's right in front of you. You have all your gems. You have everything you need. Make more pogs. How many pogs do you have? You have no pogs.
Finally got internet back yesterday and I'm catching up on the last 2 streams.
Yo, well,
glad to be able to watch again.
Very much so 25. I appreciate that. Thank you. Glad you got your internet back after so long. Thank you so much. Space wall pogs. This should be enough for right now. Good. Thank you. And then let's make some echo pogs, aka I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I'm just gonna take some from my shop. If people need more, they can come and get me. I'm not spending my pogs right now, dude. I just made no mega pog. I'm just gonna take from what I have. It's not my problem, man. Need some echo pogs? Hey, there's 10 in there. Fantastic. Have at it. The feeling we get glasses is so weird, right? Yeah, it's a fantastic time between being able to see and then not being able to see maybe 5 seconds later because you're crying at that point. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Definitely not emotional at all. I was actually too young to cry because I was just like, oh, cool, I can read that sign over there. And I was all giddy and stuff. But I'd imagine for a lot of people who are older and need glasses, I still think about this, man. How did I go until 6th grade not knowing that I had bad eyesight? Everybody has their glasses story. My glasses story is 6th grade class, substitute teacher, science, sit down at my desk. I'm at the front right of the classroom, basically like right in front of the teacher's desk. Substitute teacher pulls out the cart with a TV on it, right? You know, hey, we're gonna watch VHS. But it's not actually like, you know, it's not VeggieTales or anything. We're actually doing a lesson. And so it's all the way on the opposite side of the classroom. And I can't read a damn thing on there. And apparently that was the first time I've ever had trouble. I don't know how. I literally do not know how that I managed to get through 5, 6 grades of school, whatever I went through, without this one moment being, I can't read what's on the screen. And I remember tapping a shoulder of the girl in front of me, you know, to the left of me or whatever, like in front of where I'm looking. And I said, hey, I can't read what's on the screen. Could you, like, tell me what's on there? And she's like, you can't read what's on the screen? And I'll never forget that I just had, like, 10 seconds of silence. And I was just like, I gotta call my mom. So from that moment on, that we went to the optometrist and I got myself a pair of glasses. But I really wish I would have known how I managed to get through anything prior to that moment. My first pair of glasses were transition glasses. The kind where in the sun, the shades go dark. So one kid called me Ozzy Osbourne maybe 300 times that school year. I don't wear transition glasses anymore. I was like the youngest person to ever get contacts in my neighborhood. It was life-changing if you did swimming. Oh, swimming I can imagine. Ever try contact lenses? I'm not letting anything close to my eyes. No, the idea of contacts freak me out. Plus, I also like glasses. I like how I look wearing glasses. Well, it depends, actually. Sometimes I like myself better without glasses, but sometimes I like myself better with glasses. And then I realize that I don't really care. Kara finds me attractive, and that's all I need. If I can manage to look at my my VODs with me wearing glasses and feel okay, then I'm good. My eyes are unbalanced. One's short-sighted and one's long-sighted? How? Really? How can you tell what you look like without glasses? Real. Very real. My dad wore glasses his whole life. Like my son, both eyes because of measles or something when he was a kid. He doesn't need them anymore because he got an eye infection and they had to drain it. When he recovered, he found out he fixed whatever the problem was. So the doctor offered to pop his other eye in the same way. That's a story. The lack of secondhand context is kind of, yeah, I can imagine. Having astigmatism with the glasses I got it for last year made me nauseous. He said I don't actually need them. Maybe if I just ever drive at night. Just ever drive at night. Astigmatism can be weird. Yeah. It's very weird, like, that people can look at, like, traffic lights at night and not see giant stars gliding up to the sky and down on the road. It's like a giant star just beaming like that. You think, oh, that's not a normal thing that everyone has to deal with. Your brain just kind of changes which eye you're looking through depending on what you're doing. Eyes are pretty miraculous, dude. Like, we might have bad eyesight, but, like, eyes themselves, man, are pretty fucking crazy. Just, like, focusing and stuff. Focal length and everything is They're pretty, man. Anybody's kind of a marvel, you know? No, chat, that's not normal. That halo, that star is not normal. Unless I've misunderstood everything about everything, I believe that's part of what an astigmatism can cause. Astigmatisms are relatively common things. They're not harmful, I don't believe, unless they're incredibly severe, which if they were, you probably would have already talked to a doctor by now. But no, the the giant lines that happen with light is not just a normal thing that happens. It's 1 in 3 people according to Google. Yeah, it's a lot of people. Not normal, but it's a lot of people. Close enough to almost be normal. It's normal to some extent. Actually, there is so talking about this where. Hey, if you want to enlighten, I'd love to hear it. What am I doing? Where are the other two? 2 cyclicals and 2 resonants. And 4 flux linkage. And 5 golden rings. Importers, not exporters. Any more importers now? Oh, geez, that's a backwards story. Pipes, please. And logisticals. And a couple of alloys. I don't have any bigger alloys. No. And I'm out of refined obsidian, aren't I? No, I am not. I forget. Nope. Is it just enriched obsidian? How do you make enriched obsidian again? Refined obsidian dust. That's what it was. How are you enjoying your new QI setup? It's nice. I definitely miss being able to just visually look at all my stuff without having to like type in a filter, but for auto crafting, it's really nice. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Juicy. Very cool. We just got a new sofa and the cat's taking the best spot. So it's a good sofa then. Congrats. Wait. Removing you. That's what we're doing. I know what's happening. And this is gonna look scuffed as shit. Alright, top and right. No. Top and back. Top and back. Top and back. Not my first stream, but not my first time. But first time not lurking. It's great to be here. Yo, thank you, Squirrel. That means a hell of a lot. Thank you so much. Top is exporting. Bottom is importing. Back is exporting. Wrong. Thank you. Okay. Coarse flour. Good. Coarse flour. Good. Okay. Importer. Testing stuff with that. I forgot that we can't have it this way. We need to do it the other way. Otherwise, it's going to cause problems. Yeah, just filter nothing or everything into a no frequency. Just make all my items disappear, please. Will you do it if I ask nicely? Input. What am I doing wrong here? Something, obviously. Auto output enabled. Auto output enabled. Go. Do the output thing. Fantastic. And auto output enabled. Good. This is gonna look so scuffed. But it's gonna work. No, no, don't. What the fuck? Don't. Why do you just go where you want? I won't follow orders. I won't stay in line. Yeah, you will, bitch. Yeah, you will. Alright, anyway, this is gonna look terrible. Okay, you know what? Have your fun. Well, it all looks kind of awful. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I bet you're just so damn happy with yourself, huh? Alright, output. Output. And output. Auto eject on. Auto eject on. Cool. What's the garden culture need for you to make it? Have you thought about using them? Chat takes me away from using them because they say it's not nearly as good and significantly slower. Like 6 times slower. So not terribly interested in using one at the moment. Listen, this may not be the cleanest solution of getting 3 of these to work for one formulaic assembler. Maybe it's the only way because I want it to be in a line like this. I got power draw from the back. Hey, listen, just gotta take up everything, right? Like, can't have it go in the front. Back is power. Top is exporting or importing. Bottom's piping. Sides are on this. It's kind of, you know, like, it makes sure it works. It's tripled. It looks fine. It looks fine. It's fine. Fuck you. I didn't ask. Well, don't do that. Yeah. Give me a barrel. I'll give my exporters. We're doing cocoa beans now? 1.3 million. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little visit to the Nether in a second and see how the clearing's going. Oh, don't output there. Don't input there either. Yeah, don't do that. Ah! Congratulations. Wow. And they said that infinite netherrack might be difficult. Okay, so it's like half the way we'd like it. So if we take netherrack with a smelter, right? The smelting factory here, exporting, so we're exporting netherrack. Because you don't have any speed upgrades, right? No, you don't. Good. We're going to leave you like that for a little bit. Let's take you off and let's add you in. BFC frequency, right? Good. Okay. So netherrack through a smelter goes in another brick. And then nether brick. Is there a way... Is there another machine? Multi-servo. Fantastic. I was hoping that I wouldn't need to use an autocrafter for it. Good. Okay. Let me get a multi-servo. So multi-servo and a 2x2 packing die. And we can just adjust the speed of the netherrack. Or the smelter. Faster or slower depending on how much nether brick we want to make. I don't have a multi-servo. Do I have a packing die? I don't. Okay. A multi-servo is something that we have the resources for? Yeah, we do! Yes, we do! What a great feeling. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mechanism developer, for making this. I appreciate you. So goddamn much. So goddamn much. We don't have the resonant though for it. Do you need both bricks and a 2x2? No, I don't need brick. I just need the bricks. The brick and bricks is for vanilla, but you don't need that for the, for netherrack, thankfully. We haven't seen a crystal craft in a while. It might be a little bit before you see one. Hopefully not too long, but the hope is that when you see one, it won't be one, it'll be 100. At the very least. I would love to be able to go live and get 100 crystals made in a single stream. Because before, we were kind of under the point where we couldn't even make 2 in 2 hours. Or 20 in 2 hours. You'll see them all at once. Well, remember that some things are still semi-automatic. Like, for example, rotten flesh is one that'll probably come up often. And we'll have to go and use the spawner for that. So it won't be fully automatic, but the point is to at least get to a point where I have what I need to get the materials and not get stun locked. Couldn't use digital mine Nether Fortress. That's not exactly the level of automation that I'm looking for. Okay, so you could probably be a good bit faster with the amount that we have. I don't think I'm really worried about that too much. Um, 4 maybe? We could do 8 probably. I don't think we're gonna need to worry about that too much. And then you, I don't have the resonant, but I do have 4 of these. Is that gonna do enough? That'll be enough. That's the nether stuff hopefully taken care of. Well, at least the 4 nether blocks at least. Hello? What's the purpose of the netherrack going into the netherite barrel? Just to show that we have netherrack automated. It's making this line a little bit more painful than it needs to be. But hey, this guy's doing the work. Y'all ready to go see another? We still need to get the andesite diorite and all that sort of stuff set up, so I'm gonna do that in a few, but... Progress. At 108. But that should be 1,000. Where's the damage? Where's the damage? You're still working, right? Yeah, I don't think it's rendering in a 6. Give me a second. The map only updates if you fly over the chunks. Oh, I guess it makes sense as the chunks aren't technically loaded. I guess I figured that while a chunk was being loaded and getting the, like, clearing done, that it would load it on the map for me. But it's probably just client side. Weird. That should be 1086, not 1,000, or not 108. Let's fly around a little bit. Is mine on the top left? No, it's not. It's going southwest. It's what it's configured to. If it was going top left, then it would potentially mine out this miner itself. Weird. Why don't we go into the actual underground then and see if we can find anything? So this was already taken care of. Let's just go in a straight line from here. The lava's pouring down here like these chunks are just being rendered in for the first time. And we should already be at the limit for how far it would go. Yeah, the lava's just pouring down here for the first time. Now, I don't know whether or not that would have any impact on the quarry doing anything, but I'm wondering. What the fuck? What? All right, Cork, a little gaudy. A little much there, bud. God damn, it looks ugly. Another fortress deserves to get what's coming to it. Yeah, it's weird. This is within the range. And then from here... Yeah, we're basically like right along where the line would be. How odd. Where's the... To put it lightly, total annihilation? It started at the bottom and moved up? Oh, this is not about you right now. Okay, dude. Right. I believe it starts upward and moves down. Oh, we're nowhere close. Huh. You still always have to only quartz? No. No, I don't have that filter in. The filter, there is no filter currently. That's why we're getting 1.4 million netherrack. Weird. I'm gonna just, for a second.
Yo. 5 years. 5 years strong being a part of this community. PZHL, PZHL.
Yeah, that's the preview of it. Even though it's not showing the preview down here for some reason. Maybe the waystone is bugging with that a little bit. It said it was at Y level 39. 40.
Open up a can on you, punk.
Yo, Owen Juice, thank you very much for the raid. Way too kind. Thank you, thank you. Now, Shay, you can see it's starting at Y level 128 and then going down. It's scanning through top to bottom. It's clearing reliably. Yeah, thank you for the raid, guys. Appreciate y'all coming in. We're in the middle of playing modded Minecraft, trying to nuke out the nether for resource purposes, and it's working. We're just currently trying to see where the carnage is. But, I'm not exactly sure where it wants me to look. Because also, this isn't rendering in properly because of server limitations, I'm assuming. I think from there to here, down that way to here is server limit render. So I think it's cutting off the... Because in single player, this thing would render out entirely. Like, the entire thing would render even if you left and came back. Like, it would still render out this entire, like, 512 by 512 box. So it's... Oh? Well, there... Oh, okay, well, that's the... Okay, that's the visual. No, okay, so that's the visual. Yeah, got it. That's only half of the visual, though. Yeah, it's only half of the visual. This thing's, like, this is the middle. It goes all the way down here. Yeah, like, down to this. Kind of strange. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if the blocks are going in my inventory, then the blocks are going in my inventory, and that's great. I'm just kind of wondering, like... You trying hard there, bud? Oh, you are really not having a fun time with this, huh? Are you in the middle? No, if I was in the middle... No, if I was in the middle, this thing and all this would get deleted along with everything else. You only offset it by 1, not 526. Yes. So, okay, let me go through this again. So you can see here, this is the furthest corner because the offset is -1 and -1, which are those two directions. Southwest, right? So that's the area. It's going that way. These aren't highlighted though, but it is digging in that direction. At least it should be. Is there a reason why you're not highlighted? But you're still working? Why is it checking about the bedrock, though? It's not actually. It's just showing that in front of me. This thing only does Y level 128 and then goes down to Y level 5 or whatever, and then goes back up again. I know why it's centered in the minor. No, it's not centered in the minor. No, the blue box isn't correct because the server limitation is not able to properly show it. Chat, it's working fine. It's working fine. We already tested this with a smaller radius. So this is a common issue which happens in Twitch chat where a problem arises. So now we're trying to debunk stuff that has already been proven correct to try and make up for a solution that we don't currently have. Why is it digging in the northeast corner? This is southwest. South. West. Can you refund my reload booster? Sure, I will do that off camera. It'll take me a while to get through back everything, but yeah. Reload booster? No way. The end result is that we're getting materials. The fun part's going to be where exactly are the materials coming from. We'll find out. We'll see. But in the meantime, we had 40,000 netherrack an hour and a half ago. I want to say that this has been a very good little investment. I think it's been pretty nice. I don't know what to do with 3.4 million biofuel. But it's not really harming anything, so I kind of just left it as is. 12.4k course. Oh god, yes. Dude, remember when I set up, or remember when I was gonna set up auto trade villagers for the Emerald to Quartz? Yeah, that was fun. Do you ever need to move this machine if it's so OP you can keep it in one spot until the end of the season? Oh no, I mean, I'm gonna have to move it. But you can see right here, like it's, this is supposed to have a 6 at the end of it. It's basically, what? 1/7, 1/8, roughly somewhere around there of the weight done already. So generally it's like, put it down, leave it on for 8 hours, 12 hours or whatever, pick it up, fly off, throw it down again, we're good. It's kind of like the digital miner, but the digital miner is different in the fact that you need to place it down like 5 times an hour, so. You didn't move it when you did the test because you look at map, you were in the middle of the broken test. What broken test? There was never a broken test. Wait. Oh, dude, it literally is centered on me. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, yeah, I'm looking at this again. Wait, why did this cut out from the middle when I... Why did this cut out from the middle when I showed... So why does it show this then? Wait, so it was centered on the miner before? And it didn't break the miner. Oh, okay, so that means I offset it correctly then. I at least did that right. I offset it by negative 128, so it wouldn't mine up here. So that's good at least. So it is going all the way from down here. Oh. Yeah, no, I was literally standing in the middle of this entire time, but I think the visual tripped me up. Weird. Okay. I have no idea how that went over my head because that was a completely obvious thing that I've been standing on top of the entire time. Nice, deleting VOD. Found the damage. Salty! Hello. This is a reminder that some of you were right. I still have a no backseating rule, so thank you. Hey, you seem to be working, yeah? You want to generate any of this in? There you go. Yeah, you're doing your part. Yeah, you're doing your part. So it's done about that much. Okay. I'll see it in person. I think it's a little bit better than dirt. Hey, what's the deal here, huh? Quit slacking. Looking good. Looking good. Damn, we can see just how much of the, jeez. Bro, nether quartz doesn't even spawn that often. Can y'all get over yourselves? Are these, like, always on the... No, they're just very oddly placed. Oh, no, they are. They're always on the, like, in-between of a chunk. Weird. Yeah, it's always on the cross-section of a chunk. Interesting. Any plans to doing it in the modded land? Yeah, yeah. Ideally, I would like to get enough for a second Omega Pog, to have one for the overworld and one for the nether. Because I don't want to be, I don't want to be transferring this in and out of the nether because I need both of them running for different reasons. I need, the one running here for mainly quartz, and that'll help generate things like andesite, diorite, and granite, as well as just quartz requirements, because those are just quartz alone is needed inside of an altar anyway. And then overworld for potentially things like coal, gold, iron, and other stuff. Which is things that we might be able to just automate from probably Botania duplication. There's also ways of getting like diamond automation through villager trading or whatever. Like there are definitely other ways of doing the overworld stuff. But I would love to be running two of these. Because really, like, they're not actually that intensive on a server. Even though it's chunking out a lot of the blocks. I'd say that's relatively intensive. But remember, it's only loading one chunk at a time. Which you can see is why, like, there's these divisions of lava. Just kind of, like, sat here. They're not all sprouting over. So it only loads one chunk at a time. That's operating on, and then I'm only loading the one chunk that the machine is operating on. So really, if I was running two of them, one in the nether and one in the overworld, that would only be 4 loaded chunks. That's not really a lot. So. Really nice for endstone. I mean... Yeah, it could definitely be. It could, but that's a third Omega Pog. And at that point, like... I'd rather just go into the end and just slash open a bunch of endstone and be fine for a while, but it might actually be necessary to just get like a ton of endstone somewhere because endstone's kind of needed in like 8,000 level quantities, and I don't know how much I want to be breaking and stuff, so. Turn around, you can see it going. Was it on the west side or east side? Oh! Damn, that's quick. That's pretty cool to watch. So you're gonna start at the top now? Yeah, there you go. Oh, get the ancient debris! Stand on it? Sure. Oh, that's got a set, dude. That's got a pretty satisfying sound to it. Oh! Yeah, that's pretty cool. How expensive was this? The base machine costed an Echo Pog, and the actual card for quarrying costed an Omega Pog. I'm gonna say this loud and proud, being an Echo Hunter, but also watching POVs of player hunters who run CRPs and loot out and check their loot afterwards. Normalized adding sparks into item recipes. I'm not kidding. Chat, shut up. Bro, it's got ran in mine and got like 700 Gorgonite. I don't want to hear it. He got like 111 Gorgonite ore and fortunate into like 600 or something, dude. But that's too expensive. Bro, player hunters can deadass get that in one good CRP run. Meanwhile, I have to run like 3 to be able to even get close to an Omega Pog. It's the opal. Opal might be a little bit too rare. Damn, I showered and everything, dude. It's perfect balance. To be honest, I think the issue... Well, I guess there's 2 ways you could look at it. Opal being required for an Omega Pog, when Opal's kind of the modded item block, is a little odd because that kind of ties into an Omega Pog being the main purpose for modded things. Which I guess it kind of is already. Assuming Opal is the modded gem, it's not how I look at it. What else is Opal mostly used for, though? It is dominated very largely by modded items, and if you don't have Opal, you can't really make a lot of modded items, whereas other player gems don't really fall into the same category. I do also think, and you could disagree with me on this one, but when it comes to Omega Pogs, Pog, right? Player gem focus. If the real downside to making an Omega Pog is the item that happens in between the player gems, that kind of means that the balance is a little bit off. Omega Pogs should be balanced around the amount of player gems. They shouldn't be balanced around the opal that ties them together. Because if people are bottlenecked on the thing that ties it together, but not actually the player gems, to me that doesn't seem too right. Because like Pogs themselves don't require anything. Even Echo Pogs don't require black opal. IMO. This looks very nice. I like this very much. Once this is cleared out, you can build an amazing gold farm in the middle of here. See, nobody's really talking about the big thing. Is that I can take us into the overworld and find a, what's it called? I can find a monument and make the fastest guardian farm you've ever seen in your goddamn life. I can have that shit up and running in 5 minutes. Black Opal is 4 times as common as a player gem. You need 3.4 times Black Opal for player gem and an Omega Pog 72 to 320. In addition, Black Opal appears in Gilded chests, making Gilded runs viable to build up Opal stock. It means Black Opal is never a bottleneck. Luck is. 4 times as common as a player gem. You need 3.4 times Black Opal per player gem and an Omega Pog. In addition, Black Opal appears in Gilded chests. Iskal, what were the numbers? Like, on average, how much ore did you get? Or how much, what's it called? How many player gem ores did you get on average? Like, what was the average number between all 9? And how much Black Opal did you get for your mine run? Because I think, like, on a good mine run, I get, like... Well, no, I ran down... What did I run down? I ran down 2 CRP crystals, and I completely cleared 1 5-floor stone with a tear shedder, and then mostly cleared, like, basically as much opal as I could possibly find, like a 4-floor wood room, and came out with 170 black opal ore. And I feel like I've seen you haul a lot more player gems, or at least a similar amount of player gem ores off of 2 mines. Because that's assuming, right? Like, if what you're saying is true, that if you ran down that mine room and got those 2, that you should get around, what? 450 to... or wait, no. Sorry. You should get around, what? 30? No. What's 170 divided by 3? Like 58, 60 or so player gems or player ores. But I think you got like double that, right? Yeah, I got 5.2 times black opal or something like that. Really? $500, 452 something black opals. I'm just speaking from experience. Because, like, if I hear, like, people saying, you know, that black opal is the bottleneck in creating Omega Pogs, it feels like there's an imbalance somewhere. If statistics say otherwise, that's interesting. But if a lot of people are saying that, then I don't know. But from a gameplay standpoint, I do understand that black opal is, like, the Omega thing that's been that way for a very long time. I thought Painite was for a while, which it kind of is a little bit rarer, right? It's rarer than Bensai or Larimar, but I guess this kind of came down to that Painite wasn't really used for much before, so it just stocked up like crazy, whereas black opal was kind of always in demand. So I see that side of it, but yeah. Problem is the main thing require perfect black opal, so you need a lot more of them. Right, mostly modded stuff, right? Because I don't know, I guess for my gameplay, I always consider black opal to be like the modded thing after the recipes got changed or whatever, right? Because, what was it? No, I guess QIO is more wounded eye intensive than black opal. I think you need for supermassive QIO 360 black opal and like 700 wounded eye, whereas before it was Echo. Ben Larry 10, Alex a wounded eye 7, Painite 4, black opal 1. Okay. BO1, favorite COD. That was my COD. Come voice? Okay. I only got like 20 minutes by the way though.
2 months.
Yo.
I know.
Good morning, good morning.
Ending early today. What the hell is happening with my console window? It's just spamming. What the?
What's the spamming?
Integration minimap. Pack. That is very scary. On like the main menu. Yeah, I'm just booting up the game to see the gems that I got.
Okay.
Basically, there's one big thing to say, and that is that we started by balancing the player gems around the idea of having 9 unique players and 3 unique Echo Hunters. At some point in, September, we had to revoke that and just say, like, the interest there was supposedly that every player has to interact with every player and has to trade with every player because they will need every single player gem, and that is how the pogs were built up to be something special. But the way it is now, it could, for all I know, it could just be like 1 gem, with a ninth of the value of a player gem, and that would be fine. You would have the same balance. So obviously, the gem balance is not perfect. Excited to work a little bit more on it next season. But yeah, to give you an example, so I came out with 1,600 opals. And
wait, ore or gems?
Gems.
Oh my god, if that was ore. I would have, dude, I would have needed to watch that VOD right now. I would have ended stream immediately to go see what kind of haul that was if that was ore. Oh my god.
And my biggest player gem was 711. Which is, less than half of it. It's definitely not a fourth of it, though. My lowest gem, however, was 480.
480.
Which is a fourth. Ish.
So,
Ish.
with it needing perfect black opal then, right? So you essentially need 4 times the amount that you normally would, so...
Well, I spoke in numbers of actual gems when the perfect ones are like cut up, right? So it's 72 to 320.
Okay.
The balance is supposed to be the black opal. I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan, right? I wanted a Black Lotus in gems. There was a time when Dowski, the janitor, overdid the black opal use in mods. I think out of all people, I probably got hurt by this the most because I was the one to unlock power mod, and I spent approximately 1,000 black opals on level 100, or between level 100 and 170, just to make the basic dialectic garbage 40 RF per tick generators.
Was this season 1 or season 2?
No, this was the season.
This was the season? Okay.
And I never ever have recovered until maybe now in Black Opal. This is why I was bottlenecked with Black Opal. This is why I said on my stream, I'm so bottlenecked by Black Opal, which I assume affects the mind of some people playing the pack themselves, for sure. So, it's very interesting to me because there's so much RNG in what ores roll. Like the fact that I rolled 300 gems difference between 2 player gems is kind of interesting.
That could be a lot of fortune luck though, right? Like,
sure.
I'm sure the actual amount of ores that you found was probably relatively similar.
Absolutely, but the end product is everyone does the same. Everyone fortunes things, and things become bottleneck for no reason. There's no logical reason why Tabium and Gorgonite is so far behind the others in your gem count.
It's just bad luck. I remember when Puffium was the thing that like literally nobody had, and of course that had to do with like when we were transitioning from, trying to figure out what to do with the people who had left. But yeah, I remember that was like, I'd go back with somebody to get some Puffium. It was a pretty bad
I remember that. But I mean, it's interesting. Like Black Opal is supposedly the gem used in the high tier crafting things, in the things that are, either directly helping you create vaults, such as a mechanical saw from Create is a good example, or a mechanical drill. Things that can break blocks. It's used in the highest tier upgrade for storage drawers, for example. It's used in molecular assemblers and big boy generators and stuff like that. The biggest tech mod that can do the most things out of the box is Mechanism, the most easy way to do most of the things, and so it's included in like the base steel casing, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think that's probably the earliest implementation of it. Which I guess is probably a good reason of why like a lot of people associate it as like the modded gem, right? Because you said it does craft a lot of those like higher tier things, and those higher tier things just happen to be like the more massively modded infrastructure pieces that require like several things that take up black opal, like multiple perfect black opals in one recipe, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, the way we look at it is like what you've done now with your phytogenic insulators is that if we have 100 different things that can come up in the vault altar, a phytogenic insulator times 100 will, or 100 different farmables will solve that instantly. Of course, we think that the one time you pay that, it has to be expensive, because come a month from now and all those crystals make return of investment, you're never going to need black opal for those things again, ever, right? So how do you balance? It's the question of, when I play vanilla Minecraft, why should I ever build a mumbo jumbo sugarcane farm that can harvest 40,000 sugarcane per day? Why? I will never ever use the 40,000 sugarcane per day. Vault Hunters has a scaling mechanic of making use of it, but at the end of the day, there are modded blocks, one block solutions that just gives you the resource, because let's be honest, it's not about power. RF is one of the, in my opinion, one of the most boring mechanic of modern Minecraft. You create a machine once, you create a system that fuels this machine or takes care of it if it requires fuel, and you're done. You have a threshold of free resources that you can trade that power for, unlimited. Like, and the only thing that matters is time. That's why you have speed upgrades, right? The only thing that matters is time. It's time gated. To me, that's super boring. And that's why we have the vault crystals cost the way they do and like scale and be random and stuff. Because at least it presents you with a challenge of doing different things.
That was one of your main inspirations for Vault Hunters, right? Like one of your first ones, right? To like make it use for giant vanilla farms.
Yeah, I wanted to play modded Minecraft, but I was sick and tired of creating these machines. Phytogenic Insulator being a super good example of a machine that I think is completely boring and broken, which is recently something in your recent mind, so that's why I can relate to it. It's like you place down one block and you solved a problem, but then in normal modded Minecraft, you do it because of a quest book. A quest book tells you to get 1,000,000 cobblestone, so you get 1,000,000 cobblestone. It's not a challenge; it's a time. It's a thing where you
time gated thing. You put a phytogenic down and you just wait.
Yeah, you literally. Don't get me wrong. I use phytogenic insulators myself. What I wanted to do was, okay, if we're gonna have those things in game, there has to be a reason. There has to be a feasible reason. They have to be hard to acquire, hard to get. It has to take some time and other effort other than just time. Because that's why I got burnt out on modded Minecraft. It was like always the same. You have a quest book. Get 100,000,000 cobblestone. There you go. It's the final quest. Whatever. And people will argue and say, you know, there are tons of quests that or packs that has like expert mode, but all they ever do is just make the recipe bigger, larger, more time gating,
and take more time. It doesn't necessarily increase the challenge; it just increases the amount of hours you have to sink into it.
Right.
To get the same end result.
Which is why we have all the RNG and the gear rolls and all of these things, right? But to get there, to get to experience it, I wanted to combine the two things. But back to gems, there is certainly a lot of things for us to consider. Remember when we started the series, though, I want everyone to remember, like, you looked at the Omega Pog recipe and you were like, okay, this is never going to happen, right? Now you're sitting here talking about crafting 4 sparks. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that the power creep of the pack would allow you to do that, but I had to face all the criticism of how damn expensive everything was. And like, it's the same thing with knowledge stars. You can clearly see who's played the pack or watched one of the endgame players like you or me. When we look at a Pay Night star, we're saying, you know what? This ain't expensive for what you can get from this. This is great. Farm, you know, a knowledge star and reroll 70 catalyst if you have 70 catalyst. But it's the same thing. In the beginning, people were like, okay, can we just get like 10 free mods to start off with? I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? You don't want to play the game? Go into creative and cheat. But it's like, It's for longevity. We have played now since what, May? It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Modded Minecraft that is still keeping at least me very excited and entertained about getting a mine, about mining gems that far into a series. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with how things feel.
I think a lot of the thing with the server, at least, is kind of still it's very hard to build on an infrastructure that got damaged so heavily midway through. Like, sure, we came up with a solution where, you know, inactive player hunters would not have their gem, well, any player hunters wouldn't have their gems weighted anymore. Everything would become equal. But that kind of still, like, you know, Echo Hunters became like kind of a difficult thing to balance around because I was playing a lot, whereas the other two Echo Hunters weren't. We were working on a substitution for another Echo Hunter at the time. Meanwhile, the other gem solution was trying to happen. So there was like an imbalance of how do we balance like Echo gems and player gems and how do we make the commonness of them work. So I think that probably like adds a bit of difficulty into like how do we get gem balancing perfect when there's still a system that kind of needs a complete rework. Which actually, so with season 3, are you planning on keeping the like split Echo Hunter and player gem thing a mechanic, or are you scrapping that for a different idea?
Ooh, now you're putting me on the.
Hey, I don't mean to do that.
This is a very asked question that I haven't answered.
If you haven't answered it, please feel free to decline.
I have a problem to solve. I think the whole POG system is fantastic. I love the idea of having a bit of a luck-based thing, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to quantity and you know, skill and time spent and building crystals. Because no one can argue, like, you can't say that I will forever be gated out. I remember Zine saying that a while ago. He said, I will forever be gated out of a POG because I cannot find gem X or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that is simply not true. That is just like the more quantity, math will, in the end, the odds are going to win every single time. This is why Vegas exists. There is no magic here. So I really like that idea. I want to preserve that idea. What I can say so far is that if we have an Echo Hunter next season, the balance versus that person's playtime is the most important thing. More important than anything else. And, you know, either we have one Pete or we have 3/3 of a Pete. Or we don't do it at all. But I haven't fully decided. All I know is that Echo next season, regardless, is going to be... It's going to exist. It's going to be the most rare gem, like it was designed to be this season. But also another big thing is that Echo can now be used for duping crystals, and that will be in from the start next season. That's a pretty big deal, being able to dupe crystals. For me as a player, I mean, you know, I first of all, I failed a dupe at 88%, which is just ridiculous.
Heard about that.
Then I managed to dupe my next CRP, and I got lucky with 2 mines. But, like, that drained me completely. Then I made a terrible deal from your perspective on 365 echoes. I shouldn't be able to do that. Duping crystals should be something that you're, like, you know... And from even from my perspective, I couldn't... I may be able to dupe 1 more crystal, but then I'm completely out again of echo.
Right. Because that's what I was going to ask if, like, for public release, right? Like, crystal dipping, is that even something that really happens in public release just because of the sheer lack of echo in general in comparison to, like, oh, really? Okay.
But people will be duping at 60%. Like, they will be rolling the dice with a slight odd favor, you know?
Right, not at, like, 80 or 90 that we're able to get to.
No, the whole 95%, that... Some people have done it. I know that one player that I spoke with that's a high level... He actually got a 98% before he duped. But he took every single echo up until level 250. Every single, like, you know, hoarded everything and then duped 1 crystal.
Must have been a damn good crystal to go 98%. Jesus Christ.
Well, I honestly think that it was a normal treasure, super lucky, you know, the perfected treasure crystals.
But it was theirs, I guess.
And I think also on one of my servers, or one of the official servers, as we should now call them, there was a group of players that got together, very wholesome, you know, playing cooperative. 12 people farmed up positive only catalyst and built like a crystal that had treasure and all of the things. It had every single positive modifier, I believe, and not a single negative one. And I think they also scrambled together to dupe that crystal in the end. I can't remember. But yeah, picture it with the auction house, right? With the auction house, Echo Hunter as a role becomes even more difficult to balance. Because we don't want to be dominating the market from here and be like selling the best crystals. But you will be selling, you'll be able to trade crystals next season. So
That'll be
viewers will
interesting.
be able to you know, make a crystal and you can go on there and try and buy it. It's really
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just fear, I guess, tying in what seems like such a critical gameplay measurement into another person's time, which, because I don't know, like with game balancing, I feel like certainty is one of the most beneficial things that you could have. Like knowing that when you implement something that these certain behaviors will work out to make this actually function the way that it should. And time is really like, as much as any of us can dedicate things to, that's something that's really out of our control. Time is something that we can't, like, we can optimize as much as we want, but at the end of it all, like, you know, we can't really control how much time we actually have for stuff. And player gems and echo gems, I guess, like, not so much echo gems, but really player gems are really kind of like the gateway from mid to late game. It feels having a lot of player gem allows you to make those really high tier end game machines, as well as a lot of like the mid-range ones that help you kind of transition into, you know, like larger infrastructure. Like, for example, phytogenics, I've made probably 50 of them by now, at least, right? 50, 40, 50. And that costs, you know, like 3 pogs, which aren't a lot to make one, but 150 pogs, like, you know, that's starting to branch a little bit more into our late game. But
Yeah.
I think there's a problem in the fact that, like, you know, I don't get a lot of them, so I'm kind of relying on other people, and at the same time, other people are relying on me for Echo, and I feel like if that was introduced in Season 3, you know, what happens if the people who are designated for one thing, you know, that time I was just talking about, like, not really being in control, slips out, and then there's another problem with balancing. So I guess I'm just worried that that could happen again, because, like, even it could even happen to me, you know, like, I don't, you know, I'm obviously I have been able to stream miraculously long throughout the season, which I'm incredibly grateful for, and I very much plan to do that again for Season 3. But at the end of the day, if something does wind up happening, I don't want that to affect a very core aspect of the mod pack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's in a proper situation where, like, kind of how I was introduced to the series, even though I came in when a few hunters were already inactive, which I guess was already like the start of a problem that, you know, did wind up getting solved. But, you know, I loved the idea of I control a market and the other players control a market and vice versa, and that's very healthy for a server aspect. But that only really works if everyone is certain to be on and fulfilling their role. If one of those strings falls, the entire mod pack for everybody shouldn't suffer.
Right.
So
And
I guess that's my only caution in it.
One of the commitments to next season is that I mean, this is a double-edged sword, but we are looking at having less differences in the playthrough from the public pack to our server. And I believe that the biggest difference right now, apart from like input from the viewers, which is going to exist in some form or shape, I believe one of the biggest difference is the gem market. So with that said, you know, I didn't really want to out anything, but there is no current plan to have designated Echo Hunters next season.
Okay.
There is a reason for you to take a good look at your Echo when we end the season, because you will never have that many again.
I'll do the best I can with it for that point onward.
Now, I tried to be smooth and political here because I didn't want to out the no echo hunters quite just yet, but you know, with your soothing voice, I'm scared of you, right? So like it's
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want to be intimidating. Listen, smooth voice, radio voice, whatever. You give me plenty of compliments. I still cry in movie theaters, all right? I still listen to Taylor Swift pretty frequently. Like, you know, I got some soft spots.
Well, yeah, I'm just kidding. It's there will be one special role next season, and that is the role of Tubbo, and it will have nothing to do with gems, nothing to do with solo progression. It will have nothing to do with anyone's progression outside the server infrastructure, let's say.
I've heard a lot of people talking about that since you mentioned it in the Godcast, and I'm really excited for it.
I hope it works out. I hope that everyone likes it. I think it's going to be awesome if we can get there. But yeah, I have an issue to solve, and that is what the hell are we going to do and how are we going to do it with Pogs? Because I do really like the idea of random luck being involved, but I would like to soon move away from the term player gems, and I know that they are named after players, and kind of consolidate and say, you know what, these were the originals when this all started, and we have gems that are named after them, but they are not player gems, they are just rare gems or whatever, eventually.
Kind of like how Wounded Eye was originally like a developer gem, if I'm correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody
Blue
classifies
packs
that
and
anymore like dev gems. They're just kind of gems with a
Exactly.
with a rarity to them. Okay.
With a purpose, yeah. And Alexandrite is my favorite gemstone in the world, so that was the first gem I made. Black Opal has to do with Black Lotus from Magic the Gathering, which is the rarest card.
Worth noting that you actually were the one who got me to say Alexandrite. I can't stop saying it that way. I always said, like, oh god, I don't even remember the way I pronounced it now. Oh god, I don't even remember how my initial pronunciation of it was, but I started saying Alexandrite because it like just rolls off your tongue so clearly, and my whole chat was like, why are you saying Alexandrite, you American weirdo? Why do you say Z instead of Z? And I'm like, I don't know, because it's
I heard that, dude. That was the funniest thing. Because I can never, like, I have issues when I speak with an American and they describe the letter Z. It's like, wait, are you saying a C or a Z? Like, what is that letter?
I know Z just sounds better. I don't know.
I mean, I learned in school that it's a Z, and when I heard Z first, I was like, that's lazy. That was my reaction. That was my natural reaction. But yeah, and Beniotite is actually a gem, a very rare gemstone in real life, found in California only, I think. And Larimar is also a real life gemstone. I needed two like basic colors, blue and light blue. Chose the same base color, Pog. But that's how it became.
Different spelling.
Iscalium. So yeah, the spelling.
Same base color, different spelling. Yeah.
Iscalium has been with me since like 2013 in my lore, and so was Renium, which doesn't exist this season. That was Rendog's like, lore thing. And from there, I just thought it would be funny to create player gems. But I don't regret it. I think they played their course, but I don't want to tie it down to being player specific, because it's not going to work that way next season for the exact reasons you said. I don't ever want to punish the idea of a player, taking 2 weeks of break and all. I mean, I think it's a cool thing if everyone's committed to making exactly the same amount of hours in a server. I think that it's a very cool theory.
It would be fantastic, and the market would be incredible. Yeah, it would be completely awesome to do that. Kind of like how, like, if the same implementation was done on a massive or like a wider scale server, but with like there being 9 different guilds or 9 different like classes or regions or whatever, and they all specialize in their own thing. This is basically what Valhunters is doing, but it's tied to like a player. It's different markets supplying in different areas. Again, that's why I loved, the idea of the Black Opal market originally, because it was awesome and like nobody had Black Opal, and it just allowed so much more server interaction, which I guess like you're saying that it's good for the public pack to be very similar to the server and vice versa. But definitely on the server, it was a very good reach for like getting us to be able to actually interact with each other and spreading, you know, like different POVs with each other and things like that, just for marketing reasons. But yeah, that's
there's a
way.
way.
Reality,
There's a way
obviously.
to get there. There's a way to get there. If we are 12 Vault Hunters next season, hypothetically, there could be 3 different camps. There could be a random allocation of what camp you go into. I'm not talking about teams here, because I don't think that would ever work. But if you're, let's say that, and then there are 4 gems, not 9. Let's say that there are 4 gems, or 3 gems, however many camps we had. 4
Right.
gems.
Love you,
And
have good day.
it's random, right? But the problem with that is that we are just 12, and that's not enough, I don't think, to make that balance work. Because also, if it's random, you know. Anyway, are you wanting me to go so you can say goodbye and stuff? I'm sorry.
No, you're not pushing me out. I do have to leave in a couple of minutes, but I'll tell you.
So yeah, that's a cool idea. That's a very cool idea. Making the guilds. Like, I'm in guild Alex, and so I get more Alexandrite. And another one randomly is in guild Benny and get more Bennyotite, for example.
Yeah.
You
In
need
a perfect
all to-
reality where, like, I don't know, because Vault Hunters definitely, I don't envy your job, because Vault Hunters is one of those things where it's very intimate, where kind of like every single player matters on the SMP, very much so. At least it's the way that I've seen it from the time that I've been on, which, you know, like you said, maybe is something that you want to be straying away from a little bit, but it's definitely like every edition matters, and that hope of playtime just goes so far in being able to create something good. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what season 3 can offer in regards to that too, you know.
Me too. I'm excited.
Polish
I'm
it
very,
up.
very excited. And I will leave you off a note for season 2. I heard you loud and clear slaughtering my new Vault God favors. I think you were factually incorrect in a few of the things. I think a few things were swayed because of your playstyle, but you did have a point or two.
My bias of 16 Wendar definitely showed through, I'm sure.
You did have a point or two. We are overlooking them. I have sent my new suggestions to Hell for him to see what he thinks of them.
Okay.
I would gladly share them with you off camera to see what you think if you'd have time for that. But
Sure, yeah, you can send them to me and I'll get to them probably like in about 12 hours when I wake up.
yeah. Are you going to bed now? Or are you going to bed?
No, I'm going to bed in like an hour or two. I got something I gotta go and do, but
yeah. Anyway,
much time on
the
computer.
point is that don't give up fully yet. But there is like I just want to address the leech thing with Idona, because I think that is very important, because people do not understand it until they hear it, and then when I think you hear it, I think that you understand it instantly. Leech on Idona looks super good on paper. It's one of the worst rewards you could ever get, because you are never ever going to go into a vault being reliant on rolling a random god favor, and that's the only time that Leech helps. You're dealing 300 damage, even if when you build your gear, let's say that you build around Leech, so you have 4% Leech or 3% Leech, you're gonna heal 10 hit points per sweeping hit target of your sweeping edge sword, or hit target with your axe. 10 hit points, that's 5 hearts. If you get 6% Leech instead, or double that, or whatever, it doesn't matter, it's 1 hit less to heal up. It's a completely ridiculous positive that did nothing. So that's why we removed Leech. I don't remember if you said anything about that, but that was one of the biggest concerns from the community.
I think I looked at that and kind of saw like the potion effects or whatever, and I saw that Idona seemed like it was lacking in that. Like, it kind of had what seemed like a more Omega roll and an idol stripped away from the favor, and I think I associated Leech with it, even though I haven't really played around with it too much. I definitely looked at that and saw a little bit more on face value, considering that these were playstyles that I didn't really think of. And I didn't think of like how these these favors could impact an actual vault run, like if it was a shard forming vault, or if it was a standard run, or like a gilded run, etc., etc. I think I just saw that Idona seemed like it didn't really offer too much at face value compared to like Tenos that gave luck, for example, that was more of a potion effect, or like more of that rare idol roll. So I guess I was associating it more with like idol rolls. You know, like where did Idona's major idol roll go in comparison to Tenos is still staying, but.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like the direction that you're going with it, though. I do. I think it's
I just want every single one to be representing a playstyle completely. I want Idona to be a fighter, etc. I want Villara to be like a tank, etc., etc. So, it's hard to balance though because we never want one meta, right? And we never want the you have to go Wender or you're just messed up, which was the case before this change.
I heard you talking about that you would have gone it had I not gone it. And you should have. It's great.
Yeah. And then when I saw that you were like farming it, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. He's using the mechanic, but you know what? I'm not gonna go minus on any Wender. I'm just gonna stay put and pretend as if I don't know. But
clueless.
And the change of these favored numbers were discussed a long time ago, and we just didn't ever get to them because there were so many other things. So.
I do really love that the Vault gods are getting more attention. Same with like the custom crystals or whatever potentially getting implemented. Like I've always loved the idea of that lore, and that's why I was excited to start the couple months of grinding where I did focus on like the Vault god favors, because I feel like that's a really untapped territory. Well, I mean, it's kind of tapped in a little bit this season, right? But I feel like Vault god lore is honestly pretty cool because, like, you know, you have player gems that were focused around, which obviously for season 3 might not be the thing that really gets focused on too much or whatever, but it felt cool that the developers, like the gods of the series, was something that like really loomed over you and was a major aspect, or like closer to a major aspect in your gameplay. So I think like giving those more attention in this update was really cool, and that was nice to see. Probably was pretty critical of it because I was so passionate about the idea of it.
Oh yeah, oh
if
no,
it came
I
on slaughtering, I do apologize.
I enjoyed the slaughtering, dude. It will go down in history books. Students, pupils will learn in the future about the great slaughtering of patch 112.
right.
The best patch ever.
Listen, you got enough slaughtering every patch from Jordan, okay? I had to step in for one segment.
He's been very calm lately. He even said, "I love this patch."
It's not like him. It's really not like him. I saw what you had to do in the Discord with the prank when the update came out, just to get a little bit more of that tension back. I saw you were kind of craving it a little bit, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
If Jordan's not gonna give it to him, I'll go full on and give him what he's been missing.
Well, you are not wrong. I sent you the god things. You'll look at it tomorrow when you wake up and let me know what you think.
Yeah, sounds good.
So far.
25 gifted tier 3 subs for a leak. Anybody? Not actually, of course.
That's a sellout.
Any Oilers? Hey,
tier 3s?
I'm not selling out. I just want to get some trader cores. That's a game mechanic.
I can say one thing because I feel like the chat is worthy of it. Are the chat worthy of it though?
Oh,
the chat
God.
worthy of one thing?
Today's been pretty good. Yeah, today's been a pretty good day. It's been a pretty good day. Do you like sheep, by the way?
The animal?
The animal, yes. Do you have an opinion on sheep?
What, to eat them or like to cuddle them, or what? What do you mean?
Anything. Do you have any positive association with sheep?
Sheep have square eyes.
Is that a good thing in your eyes?
I think that's pretty cool that like there's an entity in this world that has a different eye shape.
Oh yeah, then you'll have love chat today.
Okay, cool.
This meme dies out tomorrow, by the way.
The fact that Idona had minus mobs is not gonna happen, obviously, because that defeats the purpose of Idona. So that's important.
I did see someone talking about that, how that's kind of like a negative if you go into like shard farming or scavengers.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great. So that goes away, for sure. And we may be giving time for Wendar positive, but we won't remove time for negative. All right, bye.
He hung up the call. Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited for what they're doing. Thank you, Iskel. Always a pleasure talking to you. We should talk more often outside of just server discussion stuff. We should run some vaults and just casually hang out and shit. Because I appreciate you as a Vault Hunters developer as well as a friend. Good morning. That was nice. Anyway, chat, I have to leave like right now. Here's the deal. I have to go. I'm going to bed. Probably early stream, long stream tomorrow. We'll see the end result of this. God, this has been fucking awesome. Dude, are you kidding me, man? Oh. This is good. This is really good. Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing what the end result is on this, and then we'll go back to more server automation stuff. But yeah. That was fun. Thank you guys for streaming everything. Josh, thank you very much for the 51 fucking months, brother. We'll catch up too. Me and you. We got some conversating to do. Conversating, talking to do. Gil, thank you very much for the 9. Petit, thank you very much for the 2. Poison Bandit, thank you very much for the Prime. And chat, thank you very much for the 61. God damn, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And Muggy and Muggy, thank you very much for the 27 months. Appreciate you guys. Alright, I'm out. Yeah, cool. Have a good one, guys. Peace. See you tomorrow. I'll rifle. Jellic, thank you. Thank you. Maybe I'll run some raffle crystals down by the end of the season.